I'm going to get John, and every one of them says we're going to fly there on their private plane, and I never got there.
Meanwhile, they're in a middle seat playing some sort of community course.
Guys in Atlanta right now, if they're watching this, are sweating because they know they've said it to 10 people. Every rich guy in Atlanta.
Peter Farrelly. That's so great. In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He's driving the kids to soccer practice. That's what he's doing. You can make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA estimated 600.
Trying to write a haiku. Well, here we go. It's perfect timing. Welcome to Before the
There
Growl.
is a guy
Ireland's
on,
writing a haiku.
There's a guy on Survivor that is writing haikus all over the place. His name is Coach, and he's the worst.
So they don't have to rhyme, but they can.
It's supposed to go 5-7-5.
It doesn't. It's typically about nature.
Is it syllable or word?
Syllables.
Okay.
5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables, and then it's supposed to be about nature, but can make it about anything.
Okay.
Limericks, I don't have the same issue. They just need to be funny.
Yeah,
Like,
they
limericks
need
are
to be
supposed
funny. There are rules with the limerick. Like
What's
what
the
Michael
rules?
did the other day was 100%
What's the rules
not.
with the limerick?
Lakers Rockets tomorrow night. Mace thinks it won't be a fight. I predict conquest.
Okay.
Is that a
I
haiku?
predict conquest. Okay. And then
Does it have to be exactly 5? It's 4. My last line.
Yeah,
it
I
has
think
to
we're
be 5. It has to be
Yeah.
5. It can't be 4.
Lakers Rockets.
because I knew this was
tomorrow
coming.
night. Okay, 5.
Yep.
Mace thinks it won't be a fight. 7.
Yep.
I predict a conquest. That's 5.
Okay.
I
All right.
predict No, I predict conquest is 5. Conquest is two syllables.
Okay.
Yes,
So
that's
you
true.
don't have
All
to
right,
put
so
a
that's
conquest.
my first one.
Now I
Okay.
asked. Here's one. The Lakers fade. Young Houston Rockets rise too fast. Gold dims into red. That's a
Gold
haiku.
dims into red. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like
Did you
yours as
ask
much
Chad
as
about that?
I did ask Chad about
okay.
that.
You guys want to play this game real
Yeah,
quick?
let's try
Okay.
it.
So, right or left?
Left.
Left.
Okay, left. Here, we're going to try to connect these two actors or actresses through their filmography.
Okay,
So
got
you and
it.
I should be good at this.
We should
Okay.
be.
All right.
We
We
struggled
have-
the other day.
Okay.
Viola Davis
Yep. Okay.
and Halle Berry.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's figure something out here. Okay. I just say we only need
there's
we only
fence.
need 6.
I can get to
right?
Denzel. Can I get from Denzel
Yes,
to
fences.
Fences? There you go.
So how does Halle and Denzel?
Oh, yeah. Halle and Denzel have got to have worked together,
No,
haven't
no,
they?
but how about this? Halle Berry was in Boomerang
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
with Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we connect
Eddie Murphy
Eddie
and
Murphy to Matt Damon?
God, I don't. That's
or
a
Eddie
tough
Murphy
one.
to Denzel? Have they been together or anything?
I don't think
Yeah.
so. But I mean, Matt Damon's been in a lot of stuff.
Okay. By the way, this is really tough.
We're doing it
Okay.
on there. We don't have. They see us. We don't have to. Fill
Yeah,
this
right.
out.
We don't
Yeah.
have to explain.
Or
okay.
can we connect
I think Denzel's the easiest. one
Halle
for this.
Berry to Jason Bateman? And I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm trying to think. Give me some Halle Berry movies. Things she's been in. She was
Monster.
in Boomerang. She was in
Monsters Ball, I
Monster.
mean.
Monsters Ball.
She was-
Catwoman.
That was Billy Bob Thornton.
Because is Catwoman. Is
Catwoman,
that
but I don't
catch
remember
anything?
anybody else in
She was
Catwoman.
in that
Wait a
911.
When she was in Catwoman, who was Batman?
Brian, do you know I don't have Google in
Which
front of
Batman was that?
I'll Google.
Yeah,
that.
which
Okay.
that
Because if we can figure that out, we're home.
Okay, and then Viola's been in Philip
So
Seymour
this is
Hoffman.
what I
Does
was
that help
thinking.
us?
Viola Davis was in Air
yes.
with Matt Damon.
Yes.
How do we connect Matt Damon to Halle Berry?
Or Ben Affleck to
That's
Halle
a
Berry?
tough one.
Okay.
What was this last movie Halle Berry made? It was just I
Crime 101.
just saw. Okay, Crime 101.
Because that has Mark Ruffalo in it. It's got has
Ruffalo.
Viola been in Marvel?
No.
Okay,
No
so there's
Marvel
no
for
Marvel. So Mark Ruffalo. We got Barry Keoghan, who hasn't been in a lot of
No,
stuff. We
no.
got Chris Hemsworth, mostly Marvel,
Chris Hemsworth, I can't see how to get there.
but it's mostly Marvel.
I'm looking at Halle Berry's IMDb.
Yeah, Halle Berry. But you got to get Halle Berry and Denzel together, right?
Yeah, which I don't
I
think
feel like they've been in a movie together.
ever happened. Okay. Halle Berry was in a Bond movie, Die Another Day.
Okay.
So that gets you Daniel Craig.
Can we get Daniel Craig to
Denzel.
anybody from Air?
Has Viola Davis been in a movie with Kerry Washington?
She did all that Shonda Rhimes stuff, but no, I don't think so.
Because Kerry Washington was in a movie with Daniel Craig, the Knives Out movie most recently.
But let's go backwards. Okay, let's go backwards. So Denzel, all of his co-stars over the years. I mean, I'm thinking Ethan Hawke. Can we go Ethan Hawke? Can we go? We are terrible at this.
No, I bet you
this is a tough
we can't
game.
do it quick, but I bet. Okay, give us 2 more names.
Okay, 2 more names. We have 1 minute. Let's see if this one's a quick one. Leo and Wesley Snipes.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of any Wesley Snipes.
Besides
movie.
White Men Can't Jump.
He's in Major League.
Oh,
which
okay.
has a lot of people in it.
Major League.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
And then they're in they're gonna Matthew McConaughey and Leo have been in
Have
movies
Charlie
before?
Sheen and Leo been in the same movie?
No, I don't.
No.
I think Matthew McConaughey is probably the best.
Has
one.
Matthew Broderick?
Oh no, Matthew McConaughey's not in Major League.
Yeah, he's not in
Has
Major
Matthew Broderick and Leo been in the same movie?
No.
Yeah, it's harder than
It's really hard.
Hey, this one's difficult, but there's another version of this game where you go around in a circle and name movies until you can't name anymore.
Oh, that's a good game.
So that we can do that next
Okay,
time.
we'll try that.
And I also don't know why they picked this photo for Leonardo DiCaprio, but it's the man in the iron mask.
That is so weird.
He's like
Of
the
all the
best looking
things
You're
to
not
guy.
pick-
showing his face? That is
Anyway,
insane.
We got
All
a
right.
great show.
Coming up, we got a great show. We're going to
That was
stop
kind of a
playing this
fail.
game.
Yeah.
We're going to stop playing this game right now. It is over for today. And coming up next, lots of Dodgers open a 13 day in a row streak today in Denver. And John, you said snowing in Denver.
Snowing right now. They may not play.
And then obviously Lakers tomorrow. Lakers versus Rockets game 1 at Crypto. Stick with us on the radio and on the app and on the YouTube.
Extended to well-qualified buyers with above-average credit, subject to credit approval. Not all buyers may qualify.
Hey, Laker fans. 2026 is your time to believe in yourself and succeed when you suit up with National University to pursue a career-focused degree. Take your best shot with NU's Believe and Succeed Scholarship and score up to $6,000 annually toward an industry-current bachelor's or master's degree. 4 or 8 week courses, flexible online options, plus free tutoring, career counseling, and more. Apply by July 31st at nu.edu. Terms and conditions apply.
DeMarco and Travis, talking the latest sports and setting the latest viral trends.
My kids inform me that it's not just 6-7 now, it's 4-1.
We're just putting any numbers together
so
and
they just do a thing. I think it's probably, we should do our own just at 7-10.
7-1.
Wait, what was your number?
75.
Okay,
We're
7-5.
7-5.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis, weekdays at 3 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Rich Eisen here. For small businesses, every hire counts, and so does your time. Hiring can quickly become overwhelming, from sorting applications to figuring out who's truly qualified. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps. It streamlines the process so you can focus on connecting with the right candidates, not managing the noise. Hire right the first time. Post your job and get $100 off towards your job post at linkedin.com/Eisen. That's linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Friday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Friday, the 17th of April, 2026. Feel Good Friday, F It Friday, Lakers Playoff Friday. The legends, the Hall of Famers, Steve Mason, ready to get you ready for Lakers Rockets Game 1 tomorrow night at Crypto.com Arena. Hope and fear time. Let's do some hope. Come on, LeBron. Meanwhile, Dodgers are in Colorado to battle the Rockies all weekend. And some sad news for the Halos. Garrett Anderson, GA, passed away way too early of an age. We'll talk about that. LA Kings are getting ready for the playoffs. Sam Bony, Sam Patesh, he's actually going to be in studio with Mason and Ireland later today. Ireland's not going to throw him out. Wow.
Yeah.
Plus, we got LAFC this weekend and so much more. Producer Emily's here. Producer Brian Cohen. The social team in the back and you.
What they call me is a cornhole savant.
Gypsy Jew between his legs.
Biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
So with that said, let's get this show on.
Your Friday afternoon right now.
This is it, people. Playoffs officially start tomorrow night for the Lakers, 5:30. Crypto.com Arena. The Houston Rockets.
Shock the world.
They are 4.5-point dogs in that game.
See, it's moving down. They opened at 5.5.
Oh, there you go.
I've got people jumping on my bandwagon.
A lot of Laker money coming in.
We're prepared to go down as gentlemen.
Brian,
That's
Lakers
right.
in.
7.
No, answer is trouble. Answer is trouble.
That was good.
No, it'll be good tomorrow night. Now, John, I have, because I'm very intent on focusing on the NBA playoffs right now. I have listened to so many podcasts and read so many articles and have tried to figure out exactly the best way that the Lakers can be competitive in this series. And I will point to Tuesday's Lakers practice where they worked on one thing and one thing only.
If it's not rebounding, I'm going to be mad.
It is rebounding.
Yeah.
They have got to box out, put a body on every Rocket, can't give them multiple chances to score at their end. That is going to be a huge part of the series, and that means that dominating is going to have to show up big, John.
I've thought about this, obviously, nonstop since the matchup was set up.
Yep.
I've analyzed every different
Have you analyzed
angle,
every single angle?
looking for a niche, perhaps, that the Lakers can exploit or that works in their favor. And after boiling down all 15 people on the Rockets roster and all 15 people on the Lakers roster, I've come up with this.
Oh, God.
We need to send some girls to the hotel.
Oh, is that
keep
what
those
it is?
guys up
Is that
all
what
night.
it is? Yeah.
Yeah, you think it'll work?
No.
Send hot girls to the hotel, keep them up all night. Will that
Chances
work?
are the hot girls are already there. Let's be honest. Chances are.
I'm not giving up.
No, and nobody should give up.
You've given up.
I'm
What
not
are you
giving
talking
up.
about?
There's two things. There's the part of me, there's my heart, and there's my head.
I did this. I was on in Houston this morning. I said, I'm picking with my heart Lakers in 6. My head tells me my heart is stupid.
Yes,
but
is right.
that's okay.
My heart says Lakers in 7. My head says Rockets in 5.
I don't think
LeBron's good for one really big game. By the way, LeBron has a cold. Can we buy a break here?
No breaks.
We lose Luka, we lose Austin, and then LeBron's going into this with the he apparently had no voice yesterday.
Cold game, flu game. Come on, let's go.
Flu game. There you go.
Come
That's what I'm talking about.
This is nothing.
Yeah. Look, I think, it's the playoffs. It is one of the best times of year is the start of the NBA playoffs when everybody's in it and everybody's scrapping around. And obviously the Lakers are in it. And things have not gone their way down the stretch without, to say the least. But they drew the best possible matchup that they could draw, despite their injuries. This was the team you want to play. They struggle in the half court. They are a great rebounding team, but they turn the ball over too much. They are terrible in crunch time. The Lakers are great in crunch time. I just hope there is crunch time.
Exactly. That's what I said when I was on with those guys in
crunch time.
Houston. I said, what our path, our hope is keep the game close and try and steal it at the end.
Yes, exactly.
Which happens in the NBA all the time.
Sure it does.
It happened the other night with Portland.
Yeah.
They kept the game close with Phoenix then stole it in the end.
Happened with the Clippers. Golden State stole one at the end.
Right.
Anything could happen. There's an article today from Sam Amick and Dan Woike at The Athletic. And, a lot of speculation about LeBron, and we're going to look past this series a little bit and think about next year and all that stuff. So LeBron, according to these guys, has not decided his future, and retirement is still a legitimate possibility according to league sources.
He's the oldest player in the NBA, and he doesn't need any more money.
But I've been saying... But I would think he gets a farewell tour. Reports that he wants a farewell tour, according to these guys, are inaccurate.
Yeah,
as he has indicated, he does not want one.
I can't see him doing
that.
Yeah,
it's good for the league. It's good for the game.
I don't think it's I don't think he wants to do it. He doesn't strike me as somebody who would insist on that. I mean, some people would.
He
other
goes
people would.
by the name King.
Right.
You don't think King wants a farewell tour?
Are you a king if you have to tell everyone, that to celebrate you? You either are or you're not. I think he kind of is. Yeah.
What's the difference between him and Kobe then in this respect? Because Kobe, to me, didn't seem like somebody that would want to do this, but got his last year a retirement tour.
He
got
announced in the middle of
the year, but then he was hailed everywhere he went.
Right.
As this is the last time Kobe's going to be here.
Because if you told me, like, on a blank resume, somebody wanted to be praised in every town that they went to, it would feel like it would be LeBron more than Kobe to me.
Okay. Mace, will you be 100% honest about something?
Yeah.
I think that when this show ends, I would drift off and want no fanfare at all. Mace would insist on a farewell
like you
tour.
would Irish exit.
100%.
Yeah.
And you would
Mace
whatever the
want
Midwest
a farewell
exit for
tour.
Yeah, no, the difference is you're going to say farewell. I am never going to say farewell. I'm not saying farewell.
You're going to die in the chair?
Yeah, I'm going to die right here.
Chickern?
Yep. With the, you'll have to take the microphone from my cold, dead hands. I have no intention of stop. And by the way, that's why I've got another show. That's why I do the Mason Plus show, which is available on YouTube. Go to the ESPN LA YouTube channel.
One step ahead of the axe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Spotify, Apple, do all that stuff. I'm really proud of that show. Scott Wolf is on there. Deacon Fry from the Eagles. Dr. Clapper this week. But I like working. I enjoy working. Now, I don't need a farewell tour. You would want a last show, right?
No.
Come on.
I wouldn't.
You would not want a last show.
I don't think.
You owe it to people.
I owe people nothing.
You owe it to people. People have invested their whole lives in listening to this show. You don't want to take a day to say, thanks, everybody, for being part of this.
If it is presented to us, sure. But if they say, I remember Scott McCarthy, our old boss, came to us one day when we were on.
Who's now weirdly my agent.
Okay, we were on Spectrum Sportsnet.
Yes.
For a couple of years.
Yep.
When they were starting out. And Scott came in and he goes, it was after a show.
Mm-hmm.
And he walked in and he goes, hey, the Spectrum thing is ending. As a matter of fact, today was the last
Today
show.
was the last day.
And I just think that's the way media companies work. They don't necessarily want you to have a last show. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, ESPN would love a LeBron James retirement tour.
Every single game would be an event.
I was thinking about something. So the playoffs start tomorrow.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
And you've got, after tonight, it'll be down to 16 teams.
Yes.
Okay, we've got play-in games tonight.
Yep.
So 2 teams their seasons are going to end tonight. But the other 2 are going in. So the networks could have anything for the Saturday night ABC game.
Right.
Anything. They could have put Wemby in there.
Yep.
They could have put Oklahoma City, the defending champions.
Yep.
Who's got the slot?
Biggest brand in the NBA, the Lakers.
It's LeBron versus Durant.
Yeah, but it also is the biggest brand in the NBA, the Lakers.
So they want the Lakers to do well. They've spread out the series. There's 2-3 games off in between to give LeBron plenty of time to. I mean, they're giving the Lakers a chance here.
Oh, sure.
I will say it's also a 4-5 matchup, which on paper should be the best matchup because obviously the 2 closest seeds.
Yes,
a 2-7 is going to be a wash.
It is going to be a wash.
I think within 2 years, it's regardless of where he's seated, Wemby gets the marquee game. Because he's Shohei.
Yeah.
He's the best show in sports. I'm surprised Wemby's not on tomorrow night at 5:30.
Right. Now, he was not available for the playoffs last year, right? Was that the deep vein thrombosis that kept him out of the playoffs?
I don't even know. Did San Antonio even qualify?
Oh, you're right. They did not qualify.
Right.
This will be a lot of people like season whirls by, and they don't necessarily pay that close of attention. You get to the playoffs, everybody locks in. A lot of people will see Wemby for the first time this postseason, and they are going to be blown away.
The dude is an alien.
Yeah.
It's like watching Shohei.
Yep.
You're going to see something you've never seen before.
Yep.
He's the best show in the NBA right now. And that's not taking anything away from Steph or LeBron or KD, who have been great for the league and have earned their place in the Hall of Fame where they're all going straight to. I think Wemby gets into the Hall of Fame if he retires at the end of this season. I think he's that unique. I think that he is – people would realize, oh, this guy would have been unbelievable. Let's put him in. Well, how long did Gale Sayers play? 5 years? maybe 6.
I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head.
I wonder who had the shortest, and this is the end of Wemby's 3rd season, right?
Yep.
I wonder what the record is for the guy who's been in his respective Hall of Fame with the shortest career. Just because everybody knew the guy would be unbelievable.
I mean, you judge people based on short bursts in their career. Like, for example, now, obviously, Mike Trout hit 5 home runs at Yankee Stadium this week, but you look at his first couple of years, there was nobody more dominant, and he has had a good body.
Shohei retires today, he's in.
Gelser's 7 seasons.
Okay.
So that probably is the shortest.
Yeah.
Sandy Koufax is one of the...
I think Sandy did 7. I think Jim Brown did 9.
Yeah.
But I think Wemby's 3. Maybe I got to give Wemby 1 more year.
Yeah.
Maybe 4. But I think he's going in, regardless.
Yeah. I mean...
I remember Chick Hearn, my mentor, the late, great Chick Hearn.
Yep.
In Kobe Bryant's rookie year, Kobe made some circus tip-in. And Chick says, keep an eye on this kid, folks. He's going straight to the Hall of Fame. Kobe was 18.
Yep.
And Chick knew.
Yeah.
You just know. Bobby Knight, there's that famous quote where Bobby Knight is describing Michael Jordan, and he's had him for 2 weeks at the Olympics.
Yep.
Brian, see if you can pull this up. Just pull up Bobby Knight on Michael Jordan. So somebody asked Bobby Knight after 2 weeks of practice on the Olympic team, what do you think of Michael Jordan? And Bobby Knight basically comes out and says, he's seen him for 2 weeks.
Yep.
He goes, I think he's the most competitive player. Here it is. Brian found it. This is Bobby Knight after seeing 20-year-old Michael Jordan for 2 weeks.
The kid is just an absolutely great kid. If I were going to pick the 3 or 4 best athletes I've ever seen play basketball, he'd be one of them. I think he's the best athlete I've ever seen play basketball, bar none. If I were going to pick people with the best ability I'd ever seen play the game, he'd be one of them. If I were going to pick the best competitors that I'd ever seen play, he'd be one of them. So in the categories of competitiveness, ability, skill, and then athletic ability, he's the best athlete, he's one of the best competitors, he's one of the most skilled players. And that, to me, makes him the best basketball player that I've ever seen play.
Wow.
He knew after 2 weeks.
Knew it, yeah.
That everything he just said, put that to Wemby.
Oh, yeah.
He is competitive. He saved the All-Star game by himself.
You pointed out yesterday he won the award for being the most gracious with the media.
He reminds me of Pau Gasol in that he's nice to everybody.
By the way, isn't that interesting? So a guy who's going to be the best player in the league has the best relationship with the media.
Right.
That is so good for the league.
And he's the future in the NBA. And so I think after this year, you were saying 4-5, LeBron, KD. I think after this year, throw all the logic out. Put Wemby in the marquee game every year moving forward.
Sure. Absolutely. I changed my MVP vote.
So you were going to vote for who?
I was going to vote for Shea.
Okay.
I've changed it.
To who?
I'll tell you next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
LA's biggest pizza party is back. Pizza City Fest returns to LA Live April 25th and 26th. Bigger, bolder, and cheesier than ever. 40 of Southern California's top pizzerias. 2 epic days. 1 massive celebration of pizza. An all-inclusive ticket delivers unlimited pizza tastings, unlimited beverages, and unlimited desserts. All for just $99. Pizza City Fest at LA Live, across from Crypto.com Arena, April 25th and 26th. Tickets on sale now at LALive.com/Pizza City Fest.
Call Jacob. Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
And John, we are friends with Jacob and Ronnie, who is like the guy if you're involved in any kind of accident.
So if you get in an accident, what's your first thought? Like, what do I do? Where should I go? Who should I talk to? This is easy. You just call Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Yeah, I mean, the car's totaled. Who do you count on? The adjuster calls. Who do you count on? When you can't work, who do you count on? When your kid is hurt, who do you count on? Count on Jacob.
Again, that number is 800-345-6789. Just put it in your phone. Once you get it in your phone, then you don't have to think if one of these things happens to you. You counted on Jacob, and it worked out great for you.
Absolutely did. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Mike, in sports dynasties, they don't happen by luck. They happen with culture, coaching, and execution.
That's exactly how we run Rotolo Chevrolet, with all of those ingredients.
So how much of this is why you've been number one 14 years in a row?
When you put all those ingredients together and your processes stay in place, you're going to get great results.
And if you come to the store, you're going to find out why you're number one.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
From the showroom to the service bay, everyone is at top of their game. Rotolo Chevrolet, built like a champion, driven to win. Visit RotoloChevy.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
First show on the radio, and it's all I listen to all day, and every day I can't wait to listen to you guys.
That is so nice.
So nice, you man.
Mason and Ireland.
These guys are a whole bunch of fools.
Back to the guys.
If you need time, just take your time. Honey, I get it, I get it, I get it.
Ireland, I've been cranking at the gym this week. Just cranking this morning.
Well, it's because you're, 8 pounds overweight from all those zero bars you ate on vacation?
A lot of zero bars.
Are you weighing yourself, or are you going to wait until you've worked out for a few days? Are you up or down?
No. See,
you're creeping down.
I'm creeping down. I keep track of my weight every single day.
But you had one spike over vacation?
Oh, my God. The vacation weight
Do you let
is
it
like
all go to hell on the
pounds.
weekends, like starting tonight?
No.
Or you okay?
Although we are going to Ruth Chris tomorrow night.
Where's our Ruth Chris?
We're going down to Orange County because that's where Juan's dad and stepmom are. So we're going down there. So that'll be a big
you
meal.
miss game one and go to Ruth Chris instead?
I know.
That's just
family obligation.
Just ridiculous.
Yes.
Now you say you changed. You no longer think Shea should be the MVP.
Yeah,
Who do you think should be the MVP?
Who do you think I think it is? Who do you think I think?
I think it's a 2-horse race. I think it's either. Well,
no.
make it
Who
3.
would you vote for?
Who would I vote for? If I had a vote. Believe it or not, I think I might vote for Jokic.
That is who I changed my MVP vote to.
Well, I wonder if there's like an underground people would look. He led he's the first player ever to lead the NBA in assists and rebounds.
Yep.
And I think he's
He's
fourth
averaging
in scoring.
Average a triple-double.
Yeah.
On top of that, if you look at all those advanced analytic stuff, win shares and all that, he leads everything.
I think if you vote for it, the only reason I would maybe tip it a little toward Shea, well, actually, they both missed about the same amount of games.
Yeah.
Jokic and Shea both missed about the same game. I think that if you voted for Shea, Jokic, or Wemby, I have no issue.
Yeah.
Anybody else, you would, need to. And Luka, I think, had Luka not been hurt at the end of the year, I would have put him in there
Absolutely.
too. But those games he missed at the end of the year hurt him. I think those three, if you vote for any of those, there's not a wrong answer.
I just think I was listening this morning to a podcast, and I'm like, I'm kind of sleeping on Jokic totally. Jokic had an unbelievable year, like one of his better years. But he's
you
already
said
won
it
it
yesterday.
Yeah.
You could give it to him every year.
But Shea's already won it too.
It's like Shohei you could pretty much give him the MVP
I
every
hope
year.
he gets it every year.
But,
Yeah. Don't you think he will?
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's certainly on course for it.
And I think for me, if I was an MVP voter, I think that in order to earn a back-to-back, you have to be better than you were last year. You have to be significantly better, like raise your stakes, raise your talent level from where you were previously. And so that's why I think for me, if I was a voter, it's very difficult in my book to get a back-to-back because you have to be better than yourself. Ohtani does that every year. He does something different, does something new every year.
It's kind of true,
which
yeah.
makes him worthy to Emily of getting an MVP back-to-back. For me, I think Shea didn't do as much.
By the way, did any of you watch the Jerry West documentary on Prime?
I did not. Tell me about it.
I watched the first 15 minutes, and then I was like, I need to lock into this.
It is so good.
Yeah.
It is. I texted Ryan West, who's a big part of it. Ryan, Jerry's son, is in on it. And Ryan used to work for the Lakers for years and years, and now he works for the Pistons.
Yeah.
And so I texted him last night, and I said, man, I hope you're getting feedback on this because it's fantastic. He goes, thanks, glad you liked it. I was surprised my dad agreed to do it.
And they got everybody to participate.
Well, that's the thing you will notice, like 1 minute into it. Anybody who has been a part of the NBA for the past 25 years is in this doc.
Yep.
From Michael Jordan to Shaq to Steph to Clay to Steve Kerr to Steve Ballmer.
Everybody said yes.
Everybody. It was, you're doing it for Jerry West? I'm in. Tons of Laker people,
Yep.
Byron Scott, Jeannie.
Gary Vitti, I saw in it.
I wonder if Jeannie would do it because, they had a falling out at the end,
right.
and Jeannie agreed to do it. It is, what a unique life.
Yeah.
And he is, you said it earlier, Mace, he is a tortured soul. At one point of the show, they asked Ryan, and the thing that's strange about this is I've gotten to know their family a little bit. Karen, Jerry's widow, super upbeat, super friendly, super outgoing.
Probably had to be, right?
But Ryan and Johnny, same way, super happy. Johnny's married to Michelle Wee, the golfer.
Yeah.
You see McKenna, their daughter, in Jerry's granddaughter is in this thing. You see Jerry with McKenna, and he's like super proud to be her grandpa. I'm so glad that who's the guy that
Kenya Barris is the guy.
Kenya
He
Barris,
was on the afternoon
who
show
did
yesterday.
Blackish, right?
Yes, and did a great show, really funny show called Black AF.
Yeah,
so funny.
He did a great job. He's in it. You'll see him asking questions to Jerry, and if you are a Laker fan, if you are a fan of Jerry West in any way, do yourself a favor and track this documentary down. It's called The Logo on Prime. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on the edge of the couch the whole time. I go, man, this is great.
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said about somebody being a logo because it's specific to these sports leagues because there are going to be people that don't remember Jerry West as a person. There are going to be people that eventually haven't seen him play, don't really understand how he was connected to, the Clippers and Lakers and other organizations. But there's something about legacy and putting your name, putting your image on things. It helps it to have almost immortality. It's like you can still say as like a trivia thing that Jerry West is that figure in the NBA logo and it'll live on forever. There's something to be said about somebody representing the NBA like that.
So, John, I think you know this, but I'll ask these guys. Who's the logo for MLB?
I knew in the past, but what?
Do you know, Bri?
Harmon Killebrew.
Harmon Killebrew.
Very
There
good,
you go.
BC. Nice pull.
I've never seen that person play baseball, and now I remember that that's going to be their trivia fact.
Was a Minnesota Twins icon, Hall of Fame icon. Now, what's interesting is many people have advocated, now that Jerry has passed on, that they switch the NBA logo to Michael Jordan. And after hearing Jordan in this documentary, I don't think he would do it. I don't think he would bless that change.
Right.
I think he wants Jerry West to be the logo.
Yeah.
And he talks about how him and Jerry, he wishes he could have played with him because he would have learned so much from him, but that they have a great friendship, but they didn't compete against each other. They didn't go play golf or anything. He said,
right.
He goes, and Michael said, it's like looking in a mirror.
Right. Competitiveness.
He said, I'm the most competitive person I know, and Jerry's the most competitive person I've ever met. And so there's, we'd kill each other.
Well, we did a show once from the Lakers golf tournament, which was at Riviera back in the day. And Jerry had a hole-in-one at some point in the course. And we're broadcasting live, and Jerry comes to the booth, and we're getting ready to interview him. And I said, Jerry, congratulations, hole-in-one. And he said, I missed that effing putt at 17. It's like, that kind of sums it up.
I can take that story a step further. So I played in that golf. We were doing afternoon drive.
We were doing afternoons, yep.
And I played in that golf tournament and then went in. We played in the morning and then went in to do the show with you.
Yep.
And I'm in the parking lot, taking my golf shoes off, put my clubs in my car. And 2 cars over is Jerry. I said, hey, Jerry, how'd it go out there today? He goes, give me a minute. I'll walk in with you. I go, okay. So he's changing his shoes. He puts it on and he goes, how'd it go for you out there? He says to me. And I said, I shot 82, which is a good score for me at Riviera. I'm pretty happy with it. How'd you do? He goes, effing 68. And he's just shaking his head. And then you go in and say, hey, I heard you got a hole in one. Congratulations. Yeah, missed that putt on 17. That is a perfectionist.
Yeah, that is a perfectionist.
There's something about like those or like intense competitors that make them such good athletes. It's like they need that for most of them to drive them to be such great athletes. And that obviously it wears and tears on their mental health because, it's never enough.
Right.
There's always going to be another vice. Once the athletics is over, what's the other thing that's going to keep me going?
Exactly.
And I think that if you're one of these people that's a perfectionist or if you're hard on yourself, they asked Jerry, Kenya asked Jerry in the beginning of this, why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm surprised you allowed me to do this.
Right.
And Jerry said, because I think some people might see it and it'll help them.
There you go.
And I think what he meant was it wasn't until he got older that he really started enjoying his life, enjoying his family, enjoying the people he was around. There's a large portion of this based on when Kobe dies, Jerry is devastated, like absolutely crushed. And he's so much so that he can't talk about it without tearing up because he said, Kobe reminded me of me. He was just that driven and that,
that focused.
Yeah. And he goes, I felt like I was a father to him for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And, but it's really, really good.
So that's on Prime and it's called The Logo.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get a chance, watch it this weekend. You will not regret it. It's, and to me, Mitch Kupchak has a saying that you can't do a Mount Rushmore for the Lakers because there's too many of them.
Yes.
It's more like a living museum.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know, considering his accomplishments as a player and an executive, I'm not sure you can put anybody ahead of Jerry West if you're ranking Lakers all time. Because
player and the executive part is really important.
Right. And there's other people that would be considered for top of that list. Dr. Buss certainly on there, Kobe, Magic. But Jerry, when you consider player and exec and he went out and got Kobe, they talk about the fact that when he traded for Kobe, he traded Vlade, his starting center, and I think it's Gary Vitti who says in the doc, or maybe Mitch, one of them said, so he trades Vlade for Kobe, and he's super excited because Kobe had this insane workout. And then we all look at each other and realize we don't have a center, like nobody who can play center. So he goes and gets Shaq. And Shaq tells a story that he's in Magic City. Okay. It's at the 96 Olympics in Atlanta.
Okay.
And did you go to those Olympics?
Atlanta.
In
no,
96.
that was the Olympics before I started.
Okay.
I started in 98.
So Shaq tells the story himself. He goes, I'm in Magic City. I'm in the strip club.
The club, yeah.
And Leonard Armato, my agent, calls me and says, Jerry West wants to meet with you. And he goes, oh, I'd love to meet him. That's awesome. Set it up. I'm here for 2 weeks for the Olympics. And he says, no, Shaq, Jerry wants to meet you right now. And Shaq looks at his watch and said, Leonard, it's 3:00 in the morning. He goes, I know. I'm sending a car to Magic City. Get in it.
Wow.
Goes, walks in, and Jerry's in a bathrobe.
Yes.
And he walks into Shaq. He goes, Shaq, I'm going to give you everything you ever wanted. And Shaq sits down, and Shaq says in the doc, he made all my dreams come true. And the smartest thing Jerry did was, he goes, I'm going to make you the richest player ever to play in the NBA. Here's $120 million to come to the Lakers. And Orlando, to that point, had offered him like 105, 110.
Isn't that funny how that doesn't sound like a lot of money anymore?
Yeah. So Shaq says, wow, this is unbelievable. And Jerry says, there's a catch. You have to agree right now. I don't want you taking this back to Orlando and having them beat my offer. My offer's higher than anything you've ever been offered. If you're going to take it, we need to have a handshake agreement right now. You are coming to the Lakers. And Shaq says, we're good. And they agreed to it. Orlando, exactly what Jerry predicted, came back with like 125.
Right.
And Shaq said, I gave my word, I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jerry was a genius.
Yeah, no, he was an
freaking
incredible
genius.
guy. Incredible
Yeah,
guy.
you guys got to watch that. It's unbelievable.
All right, coming up next for you, are the Dodgers like the old school Yankees? Are they like George Steinbrenner Yankees? We'll get into that coming up next. In the meantime, the 2026 Palisade. Boy, this is a beautiful vehicle. Named 2026 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year by 50 of North America's best respected automotive journalists. And, you know, that's one way to go. If you're dealing with the Southern California Hyundai dealers, you may do like me. I'm in the Hyundai Elantra, which I love. Momo's brother got the Sonata. I mean, there are so many beautiful cars and SUVs, and they give you the confidence to boldly journey wherever life takes you. Advantages include their available class-exclusive digital key and available remote smart parking assist. And because they want the road ahead to be as worry-free as possible, every Hyundai also comes complete with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. It's time you took a test drive of your favorite Hyundai today, only with your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
The playoffs are here, and it starts with Game 1. All eyes on LeBron James, ready to carry the load on the biggest stage.
Fall away 17-footer good again. LeBron has dialed back the clock.
Standing in the way, Kevin Durant and the Rockets, hungry to steal Game 1. Pregame starts tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The Lakers' postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Pizza Hut is bringing the heat with their new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, finished with buttery garlic parm seasoning in every bite. And right now, grab a large pizza with any 3 toppings for just $11.99, delivery or carryout. When you're hungry for big flavor, keep the Pizza Hut coming with the $11.99 large 3-topping deal. Order now at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese and toppings, stuffed crust, and original pan.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, The Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Min. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out The Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
Payoff pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back. It's on its way. Out of here. Miguel Rojas.
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
I am determined, Ireland. I am determined, NBC. My plan is to unsubscribe from every single thing that I'm currently subscribed to in my email.
Are you going to do that during the show?
I did that one day.
Well, it's like they make it so hard to find the little spot that you have to click to do the unsubscribe. But no, this is a long-term plan. This is not going to happen today. It's going to happen over
You want
the
to
course.
get to the point, like I get 500 emails a day. You want to get to the point where it's more like 50?
I have 26,351 emails in my inbox.
Well, you are Lisa Ireland.
Oh, my God.
That would drive me crazy. You know how many I have in my inbox? 1.
No way. Do you really have one email? Holy. That is amazing.
I also have one unread. I have other things there, but only one unread.
Don't you get like Puck Media and you just read them and delete them?
Yeah.
See, I never get to them, and then they just sit there, and I move to the next.
Yeah, you
one.
and Lisa.
Oh, I'm just
you guys
buried.
are the same.
It's a Sisyphusian journey. You have to keep on rolling that rock up the hill.
It's Sisyphusian, exactly right. So Garrett Anderson,
Yeah,
who
boy,
was a
this is
huge
sad.
part of the Angels in their World Series year, has passed away. We don't really have any details on how he passed away, but he had he had 2,500 career hits. He had 293 career batting average, and in 2002 he had 29 homers and 123 RBIs. Actually, back-to-back years.
That's the year they won the title.
Year they won the World Series, exactly.
I asked Tim Salmon once, the outfielder. I said, you have one at bat.
Yeah.
And you need a hit, and it's to win everything.
Yep.
It's to save the world, and you get to pick the hitter. And he goes, without hesitation, he just goes, Garrett Anderson.
Is that right?
Yeah. I go, like more than Barry Bonds? He goes, yeah, Garrett Anderson. Because I've seen him do it too many times.
Yeah.
Because he's the best clutch hitter I've ever seen. And he won the All-Star Game MVP one year, too, I think.
Maybe.
So I think that maybe the one we went to in Colorado, I think he might have been the MVP. I know he had, or maybe I'm thinking he won the All-Star Home Run Derby. That might be what I'm thinking of.
That could be.
Yeah. But yeah, hail fellow, well met to Garrett Anderson. He's only 53.
Yeah.
And you asked something earlier. We don't know any details of his death. The Angels have announced it. They're going to wear a patch in his honor for the rest of the year. We don't have any details. Does your family owe the world details when you go?
Okay, so I'm glad I mentioned this off the air. I don't think we're owed anything.
I don't either.
They don't have to tell us what happened.
Nope.
It could be anything. Look, it's none of our business. It falls into the cap. Now, if they want to make an announcement and say this is what happened,
right?
That's fine. But I don't think we're going to demand. I want to know.
Or at times people will say, they don't say exactly what happened, but we're going to donate money to this organization, which is probably
and
how
you
that
can
person
connect
passed.
the dots. But a lot of people say, respect our privacy at this time.
I always feel bad for the celebrities where the privacy is not respected, like Matthew Perry and Gene Hackman. Both of those just went on and on and on. And I felt bad for them. I felt like, their legacy should be their legacy, and that's not it.
It's unfortunate that, it's true that what bleeds is what leads.
Yes.
It's what is interesting. There's part of us, the base part of our human beingness that cares and wants to know the grisly details. I will say, I do like to know how people got divorced and why. I know this is separate from someone passing away.
Do you believe you're owed an explanation?
I'm not owed, but I will find out. I will do my best to find out.
You'll do your sleuthing?
Yes. Yeah, I will do my best to find out, because if you're going to have a public relationship, I think you should have a public explanation for why you broke up.
So do you owe that to the public?
No, but I want it.
She's going to go down some rabbit hole and try to figure out what it was.
All right, so, I told you guys I'm torn between whether or not I'm going to go to the Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
And now I kind of want to go.
Oh, I think it's going to do gigantic business.
But I don't know if I'm going to. I may just wait for it to go to
I know DeAndre wants to see it really badly.
He's
excited. He's going to dress up for it.
This is the age-old argument we have all the time. Can you separate the art from the artist? I mean, there's some creepy stuff about Michael Jackson. Who knows what's true and what isn't? But he's not here to defend himself, and he was, without question, a spectacular artist. Most famous musician on the planet for what, Mace? At least 10 years.
Oh.
Right?
A decade. Yeah, a decade plus, I would say.
Probably most of the 80s, he was the it guy in music. And, everything from Off the Wall to the end of Bad.
Right.
Which takes you all the way through Thriller, which is arguably the greatest album ever.
I think that is the greatest album ever.
That movie will serve this, because it's going to go through the Bad tour. So it's basically going to be that era of Michael Jackson. So I think you'll be served. If that's what you want to do, if you don't want to get the thornier things about Michael Jackson, you're going to get that.
Have you seen the clip from the Motown? The guy does the moonwalk in the trailer.
Yeah, the guy they got to play Michael Jackson looks just like
he's Michael Jackson's something or other, right? Isn't he not related to Michael Jackson?
I know, but he looks just like
He looks just like him. I'm going to go see it. I think a lot of people are going to go see it. Nephew, there you go. It's Michael Jackson's nephew.
Yeah, it's so like when O'Shea played his dad. It's a natural fit.
Yes.
But I will say it's probably going to be more like a Bohemian Rhapsody, which is going to be, if you like Michael's music It's going to be a lot of his music because they got the they cooperated with the estate.
Yep.
And so
Right.
they got the rights to a lot of this music. So it's going to be a one long, fun music video if that's what you want.
Music biopics have always worked for me.
Yep.
I loved Bohemian Rhapsody. I loved Rocket Man.
Yep.
I just watched
The
Complete
Bob
Unknown.
Dylan one, Complete Unknown.
Yeah, which I thought Chalamet killed. So I'll eventually see this, but it's the old, like, Mace, one of your favorite movies ever is The Usual Suspects.
Right.
Do you still watch it even though Kevin Spacey has turned out to be a little creepy?
Haven't watched it in a while, but I have no objection.
You can separate art from the artist.
Yeah, there's a documentary about Spacey that is just that's gross, but he's a brilliant actor. I would not. I mean, if he made another movie, would I go to see it? If it was good, yeah. I mean, this movie, by the way, John, is expected to make $200 million global on opening weekend.
On the first weekend.
On the first weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be bonkers. It's probably going to be the biggest movie of the year, if not Toy Story 5. I mean, those two are probably the two biggest movies
They're
of the year.
back in that toy box, huh?
Okay, I will say this
trip to
about
the toy box.
I will say this about Toy Story. All four of them,
They're
nailed
great.
it.
This
Yeah,
one's gonna
there's
be-
never been a bad Toy Story movie.
The evil thing in this is going to be iPads. So it's the toys versus technology.
Versus the iPads.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
It'll be good for us.
Yeah, I like Toy Story 3 the best. That one made me cry the most.
I like Toy Story 2 the best.
Do you?
Well, because
Is
you got
Toy
Jesse
Story
introduced.
3 when he goes off to college and
Yes.
gives the
Yes.
toys to
Yeah.
somebody. Yeah,
Yes. that's super sick.
Toy Story 2 to me is like Hall of Fame. Like I put that way up there. I love Toy Story 2.
I don't think I've asked you this question, Em. Best Pixar movie for you is what?
The Incredibles.
Interesting. It's not even in my top 5, I don't think.
For me, Finding Nemo is always the answer.
Yeah, Bri?
It kind of varies. Monsters, Inc. is good. I really like one of their newer ones, Soul. That
I
one,
like
love
Soul.
That,
That
movie.
was a good
That's
one.
a good one.
My favorite is Coco. Coco just gets me every single time.
At our house, it would be Finding Nemo.
Great movie.
Ratatouille.
Oh.
Cars.
Yep.
And Up. Those are the four.
Up is a great
That's
one.
the Mount Rushmore of Pixar movies in the Ireland household.
Up is a great one. All right, LAFC back home this Sunday. Black and Gold take on the San Jose Earthquakes at BMO Stadium. Tune in at 11 a.m. for countdown to kickoff. Then stay with us for the LAFC pregame show at 3:30, leading you up to kickoff at 4. Catch every moment on ESPN LA 710 and the ESPN LA app. ESPN LA, home of LAFC. Coming up next for you is Icebreakers. In the meantime, if something happens on the roads this weekend,
It's Friday in LA. Anything could happen.
yeah, I mean, you want to have a great day. You want to have a great weekend. Maybe you're heading out to the desert, or you're going down to San Diego, or wherever it happens to be, and you get into a car crash, and it's not your fault. Somebody rear-ends you, somebody sideswipes you, somebody zones out while they're texting and comes into your lane. Whatever that is, there is one number that you need to remember.
It's 87. All right, it's almost the number
almost
we
gave
call.
it. Yeah.
800-345-6789. If you can count from 3 to 9, you can remember this number. 800-345-6789. Now, you can still go to calljacob.com.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there. But if you get in an accident, you want to put this number in your phone so you have it now. 800-345-6789. You used that once.
I did. I used that from the scene of the accident. That's what I always say. If you're gonna be, if you happen to be in an accident, call from the scene of the accident so you don't screw up your case along the way. Jacob is going to walk you through the whole thing. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hey, LA, it's Bethel Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondrey Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondrey Toyota. Any trade you own outright is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wondrey's and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 i-Force 2.4-cylinder turbo 5-foot bed, double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Evan Cohen here. Did you know the average employer sorts through about 250 resumes for one job opening? That's a lot of time reviewing applications. Well, if you're hiring, here's good news. You can now review resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. With ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates who are very interested in your job show up at the top of your list. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right, that's right, the big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers, presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, Ireland has a huge lead still. He has 41 points. The others have 17 points. No others today.
I am absolutely going for the throat after Mason has caught me twice.
Ireland,
so in the final week,
-1.
In the final week, he has the ability to get 100 points, right?
Yeah. If you get
I get
20
all
every
of the
time.
first
I
guess.
will not rest until I have a 100-point lead over Mason. Let's go.
So
Your
in a
magic
weird
number
way,
is
Em,
60.
I want him to keep winning because it means next month he's going to
way
start
Here,
at
I'll come back. I'll
minus
come back next month. Too.
whatever. Yeah.
And
Peak
yeah,
on
so
peak.
May
Exactly.
still hasn't scored, so it's -1. Brian is 5. I have 5. Here we go.
All right.
10 points. I was born on May 12th, 1956. I am 6 feet tall, 240 pounds, and my email is chunkylover53@aol.com.
Okay.
That's a lot of information, but it doesn't.
For 9 points. I am a Grammy winner, and I have briefly owned the Denver Broncos.
How do I not know this?
For 8 points. I once said, you tried your best and you failed miserably. The lesson is never try.
I love that quote.
Yeah. Okay.
Owned the Denver
For 7 points. My main job is as a safety inspector at a nuclear power plant, but I have held over 100 jobs in my life.
I have absolutely no idea who this is.
Weird.
Okay.
For 6 points. My character was created in 1987 for a short on the Tracy Ullman Show. After 2 years...
Ireland.
Go ahead.
I think it's Homer Simpson.
It is Homer Simpson. There we go. I had fun thinking this one, so I'm going to read the rest of these hits.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
if you didn't know, I started as a short on the Tracy Ullman Show. After 2 years on the Tracy Ullman Show, I received my own show. I'm obsessed with Duff beer and frequently visit Moe's Tavern. The BBC voted me as the greatest American, and the fictional character voters most like to see the President of the United States. They would like to see Homer as the President. I'm voiced by Dan Castellaneta. I said that wrong.
Yeah, I think you're close.
And then Shaq uses my name as an alias when he checks into a hotel. So that proves if you guys were listening to me when I talked about Shaq earlier.
There you go.
So there you
Okay.
go. Good job, John.
All right, so that was brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated. Just 64 calories an ounce and made from Idaho potatoes, clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra. Lisa's having a party tonight in Idaho.
Oh, nice.
Blue Ice will be served at this party, and they're playing...
While John's away,
Yeah.
Lisa will play.
They're playing Mahjong. I don't even know how to play that. Do you?
No.
M?
Mahjong,
I've never played
It's,
Mahjong, but I have heard that there are big Mahjong groups. Like that's the
Brian, have you heard of it?
Yes, I've heard of it. I've played with many of the grandmothers.
Have you? It is.
So it's an old lady
game.
game. Well,
It is an old lady game.
She's playing with her niece, who's in like high school.
Oh yeah,
So
you can
apparently-
teach people how to play.
People
but
play it
it's-
for money too. It
yeah.
can get pretty competitive.
Okay.
Speaking
It's
of
like
what-
Rummy Cube.
Speaking of games, did you watch the Untold doc about the chess player who cheated on Netflix?
No, is it good?
This involves the buzzers, right?
The buzzers,
Yes.
yes. It involves. So
I tried to get Michael interested in this, and he
Yeah.
did not.
you did not bite on this.
No, but I like the Untolds. I'll watch it.
So I will just
might watch it tonight.
Can I say that one phrase?
You
Yeah,
can-
the guy
you
was
should-
using anal beads
Yeah.
In what
that
way?
buzzed and told him what move to make.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he had him in his.
Yeah.
It's like
you know
buzz,
what?
buzz for,
Exactly.
for
But how
L9.
would?
I guess somebody would signal to him.
It's like Morse code, like buzz.
But, and he
buzz,
was
buzz,
the only
buzz.
one who could feel it. Like
Yes.
if I
Oh,
was
yeah.
playing chess against
Oh,
you,
yeah.
I wouldn't hear the buzz.
No. You would
It's
feel the buzz.
inside.
You would not
Yeah.
hear the buzz.
And how did he get caught?
Well,
that's in the doc.
That's in the doc. You got to
Okay.
watch the doc.
And
it's
he's the
very
num-
good.
He's
So it's
the number
very
one chess
Jose
guy in the world.
Altuve, like buzzer to the chest.
But
kinda.
more invasive.
Yeah, more
and he's
invasive
still the
than the
number
chess.
one chess player in the world.
Had
Like, he's-
Jose Altuve used those beads, he never would have got caught.
Oh, that's true. That's
There
true.
you
That's
go.
very true.
I mean, yeah.
Wait a minute. Which guy is still number one? The Swedish guy or the
The Magnus Carlsen.
Magnus Carlsen? He's
Yeah.
still number one in the world?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a really interesting. All those Netflix Untold docs are really good. Hey, listen to DeMarco and Travis all week long for your chance to win tickets to the May 22nd Angels-Rangers game at Angels Stadium. When you hear the cue, be ready to call in and score your tickets. The excitement of Angels baseball lives on ESPN LA, and Pechanga Resort Casino is taking you to the game. All right, let's do this story from Mitch Kupchak. Our friend Mitch Kupchak. He was doing an interview this last week, and he made this statement. Of course LeBron should get a statue at Crypto.com
Oh,
Arena.
the listeners will love this.
Of course he should. John, is there any chance in any universe that they build a statue to LeBron James across the street in Star Plaza?
Yeah.
You think
There's
so?
a chance. I think there are others who should go first.
A lot of others.
But yeah, I mean, you've been over there, right?
Have I been to Star Plaza? Yes.
I mean,
I walk by it all the time.
Dustin Brown has a statue.
Well, I mean, yeah, Dustin Brown.
Okay.
But there are so many
Oscar De La Hoya
But there
has
are
a
so many
statue.
Lakers Hall of Famers that don't have statues.
Yeah.
That doesn't. I mean, your guy James Worthy should have a statue.
Yep. Dr. Buss should have one.
Dr. Buss should have one. Should Phil Jackson get one?
Yeah.
Phil Jackson.
Will they make it into a maze of statues out there that
I
you
think
have to find your
I
way?
think like Mitch was saying, you can't have a Mount Rushmore because there's too many of them.
Michael Cooper, should he get a statue?
Yeah, just got in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I mean, but LeBron, I cannot picture ever a statue across the
You
street.
think he gets his number retired?
Yes. I think every Laker gets their number retired if they go to the Hall of Fame. But
who deserves it more, Pau Gasol or LeBron?
The statue?
Yeah.
Pau.
Because he won two
He
titles?
won twice as many championships as LeBron. Here.
Now, if LeBron takes the Lakers on a magic carpet ride this year, let's just say he takes them to the finals but loses.
Build the statue now.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
seriously.
I have a question.
Get a
So-
big block of stone and start
Build
carving
it
out in front.
after the first round series, just start building it.
Yes.
If every Laker Hall of Famer gets a jersey retired, is Dwight Howard?
No, because he didn't play them. It's the same thing with Karl Malone. He
Okay.
didn't play, or with Gary Payton. He didn't play the majority of his career with the Lakers. If
Okay,
you
so-
play the majority of your career with the Lakers and you get your number, or you get into the NBA Hall of Fame, you're getting a statue.
But
So is LeBron over 50% of his career with the Lakers?
no.
This is his 8th year. So
A
and
lot
he's
of
played
Cleveland in there.
21. So 1/3 of his
Yeah,
career. has
1/3.
been
So
here.
is that enough for a statue?
Not based on
Or
what
a
I just
jersey
said, but I
retirement.
think he could get one.
Yeah.
And by the way, let me prepare you guys for something. There's a decent chance LeBron's coming back next year. I mean, I know that's not what the fans want to hear.
Well, some fans are like okay with it, and then other fans are like Keisha. We're going to open a phone line for Keisha.
Oh, I hope Keisha calls again.
I hope Keisha calls.
Matter of fact, open the lines now. 877-710 ESPN. 877-710-3776. We had a caller yesterday, Keisha, who made an impassioned
Oh,
plea
so good.
as to why she doesn't like LeBron. And I disagreed with every point she made, but she was so passionate and such a good caller, we want her to call every day
Absolutely. I want to hear from Keisha anytime. LeBron, a statue. I can't imagine that ever happening here. Ever. I mean, John, if he does win another title here, then yes. But if he doesn't, then no.
Well, it's not that much of a reach from getting your number retired to getting a statue.
Huge reach, I think. How many numbers are retired?
I think we're up to 15, maybe? I don't know. Let me look.
15, and not everybody's got a statue.
How many numbers? And Kobe had 2 of the Lakers retired. 14.
14.
13 different players because Kobe has 2. So of the people, Wilt doesn't have one.
Wilt
right?
does not.
Okay, again, did not play the majority of his career with the Lakers. Pau doesn't have one yet. Cooper doesn't have one yet. So Kobe, Elgin Baylor, Magic, Kareem. That's 4. Shaq's 5. Jerry West 6. Chick is 7. So half of the retired numbers have a statue.
Right.
So it's not that much. But you're right. I think Worthy deserves one. I think Dr. Buss deserves one. Probably Michael Cooper, too.
Yeah.
Michael Cooper is interesting in that every Showtime Laker has told me they don't win any titles without Coop. None. And
I love Coop. He is such a fun guy to hang around and do a show with.
Right. And everybody says he consistently guarded the other team's best player.
Yeah.
Every single game.
I think he still has the same energy now that he had when he was playing. He is just a live
He just got another coaching job. I think he's going to coach Cal State LA, maybe, something like that.
All right, 877-710-ESPN. We're going to do some sports graffiti. Now is the time to tell us who you think is going to win the series and how, starting tomorrow night, Crypto.com Arena. Is there hope? And also, and we'll do this as well, playoffs start tomorrow. Who do you got in the finals? 877-710-ESPN. Also, are you going to attend the LeBron statue ceremony? 877-710-ESPN. We'll get your calls coming in here next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Black and Gold are semifinals bound in the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
LAFC have buried Cruz Azul in the quarterfinal. Then he flips us into the semis.
But first, it's back to MLS play at BMO Stadium as LAFC hosts San Jose in a Western Conference showdown. Can the Black and Gold keep the momentum rolling at BMO? Los Angeles Football Club versus San Jose Earthquakes.
Coverage begins Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Want to sell your home because you're downsizing? Call Seller's Advantage. Want to sell the home that you've inherited? Call Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your home and take advantage of your equity? Call Seller's Advantage. No matter what your reason for selling, Seller's Advantage will make you a competitive cash offer and can close in as little as days or as long as you need. Don't worry about the condition of your home. You don't need to pay for costly repairs because they buy as is. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes for over 20 years, focusing on helping sellers get the highest offer possible without having to get it ready for the market or pay commissions. They make selling easy and painless. They'll even offer you a $20,000 advance for moving and other expenses. If it's time to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a no-obligation offer. Call 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-397-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Providence Realty, DRE number 019-15-21-2.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Here in Los Angeles, our water is filled with chemicals and chlorine. That's why I got a Life Source Water whole house system. Life Source cleans and conditions water from every tap. No salt, no regular maintenance, no more harsh skin irritating city water. Upgrade your water and your life with Life Source. I did it and I'll never go back. For April, ask for the ESPN LA special. Get $500 off plus free installation for new customer. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Life Source Water, it's not just better, it's essential.
The home of the Lakers. And now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right. That number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason in Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason in Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason Ireland?
Why I love them? Because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here. I was going to say here we go, but let's see. Nope.
All right, I got it. The quickest way to get on the show in Sports Graffiti is to say you're mad at one of us.
Yes.
That is Perry in Riverside.
Oh,
I am
Perry.
told Perry has a beef with me. Perry, you're on Sports Graffiti. What is your beef?
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
All right, well, Ireland, you keep bringing up my hot take about that I would have done the trade over again. And you know what? It's too early to decide that that's not even accurate or the case. Okay,
Oh, wait a minute. Perry.
I didn't realize this was you, Perry.
Wait, Perry, you're the guy who called and said that you would, if you had a chance to take back the Luka trade, you would take it back?
Correct.
Okay. You are
Now,
you have the dumbest take in the history of the show. I now leave you the floor to explain the dumbest take in the history of the show. Go ahead.
I'll take the heat on this, but hey, this is exactly where we're at. Okay, Luka and Anthony Davis, where are they both? They're both out. Okay, we're getting the worst end of it because Luka's supposed to be our franchise player. This is going to be the second year in the row. When he first came last year, he was out of shape. He wasn't in shape. Now it's like his hamstring. It's going to be like this every year. Every year it's going to be like that with this guy. I'd rather be in Dallas's spot right now than in the Lakers. At least they got number one pick out of it.
Cooper Flag. So
Yeah.
you'd rather have the Mavericks
Yeah.
roster going forward than the Lakers roster?
I would rather be the Mavericks right now than have Luka be our franchise player.
Perry, here's the thing that astounds me about your take. If you could, I can understand you saying, well, the trade wasn't perfect. But any rational person, and you certainly sound like you're a rational person, any rational person that thinks the Lakers didn't not only win that trade, but that is not one of the worst 5 trades in the history of sports escapes me. What about the trade makes you think the Mavericks won the trade?
Luka being a franchise player isn't. He's not going to be a franchise player. He can't carry a team. He's going to be hurt. Next year, this is going to be the same conversation. Next year, playoff time, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's going to get hurt at some point.
I want to throw something at you. So this is Luka's games by season. 72, 61, 66, 65, 68, 70, this year 64. Luka plays a lot. And plays, for example, here, you're suggesting that this injury is the reason why you don't want Luka. Guys do get hurt. It's a legitimate injury.
And by the way, Perry, you're aware that Luka took the Mavericks to the finals 2 years ago, right?
I am aware of that, but everything needs to be perfect for this guy, and he needs to not get hurt. And so far, what he's shown us, he cannot stay healthy.
Well, Perry, you should wear this as a badge of honor. If I had one of those prime TV phone necklaces that they've been given,
necklace?
I would give it to you, Perry, so you could wear worst take in the history of Mason and Ireland. Congratulations. We've been on the air since 1994.
And Perry, stay with us.
And you, Perry, stand alone.
There's always a Perry line open.
Time will tell.
All right.
Time will tell, guys.
Thank you, Perry.
Thanks for calling.
I like that he stood up for himself, though.
Amen.
Yeah, good
Amen.
for it.
Here's Jim in South L.A. Hey, Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, Jim.
Jim going once. Jim going twice. You haven't potted up, Brian?
Yep.
All right. Jim's gone.
Bye, Jim.
It's Freddie in Covina. Hey, Freddie, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, you got to give it to that guy. He's a believer in what he says. He calls back.
Yep.
So you got to give him credit for that.
He's got some conviction.
Yeah. I 100% disagree with the guy, but he truly believes it. You know what, though? Let's talk about the current.
Okay.
The current is, let's give the passion that we need for our Lakers, okay? I have passion for them, and I'm gonna touch upon what Wendy said one point. We were I forgot who was talking to him, but he was saying there's no reason the Lakers can't pull this off.
You hear that,
What
Mace?
if
No
Luka-
reason.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Mace.
Come on, Mace.
Freddie.
Come on, listen up, Mace.
Freddie.
What if Kennard pulls off 7 3-pointers?
Heck
what
yeah.
if all of a sudden Ayton, and Hayes
Dominating. Now
dominate
you're
the
talking,
paint?
Freddie.
Yeah. What if a unicorn runs onto the court?
It could happen.
No.
What if there's a leprechaun on the bench?
Lucky
And there's-
Charms
and
are
there's a-
magically delicious.
What if there's a big rainbow
Freddie,
over crypto
I'm
tomorrow?
with you. Freddie, go fit yourself
Come
for a
on.
tuxedo.
Come on, Freddie,
Pick
let's
up
go.
an instrument and join us on the deck.
Yes.
We are prepared to
Let's
go
go,
down
Lakers.
as
Come
gentlemen.
All right,
Come on.
There you go.
Come on, Mace.
Rooting like hell for him, but the biggest reason Juan said to me last night, boy, if the Lakers do lose like you're saying, what are you guys going to talk about all spring? I'm like,
Something.
true. Content.
We've been doing it for 30 years.
Yep.
We'll come up with something, Juan. Here's Jimmy Buckets in
Buckets.
Corona. Hey, Jimmy, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
What's going on, John Allen and Mace?
What's
Again,
up?
long time
Hi, Jimmy.
listener.
Thank you, man.
I mean, I've won the Lakers and Clippers suites and the Christmas Day.
Beautiful.
But, yeah,
Congratulations.
big Laker fan. Again, I believe with the last caller. Again, I never wanted Luka. Just again, someone that doesn't play defense. Well, I'm not going to say play defense, but it just again,
happening?
Kobe. I always grew up with Kobe, hard working defense. Both sides of the court, not just offense.
All right. Now, wait a minute,
And
Jimmy.
again-
Let me ask you a question. You're a Laker fan, right?
Yeah.
All right. You seriously would rather have
Anthony
Davis, who never plays, and I love AD, but he never plays, than Luka. And by the way, AD is 6 years older than Luka. If I gave you a chance, Jimmy, to go back and do the trade over, you would pass on Luka.
No, I would pass. Again, everybody's going to do the trade.
No, Perry is not doing the trade. Perry in Bakersfield says the Mavericks won the trade. That's his take.
Right. No, he's wrong. I was also tired of AD, to be honest. A guy that not reliable, yes, maybe no, once in a while. Again, I was also tired of AD. So, again, I wanted him shipped out, but
All
not
right,
for
so
Luka.
how can you be this unappreciative? Luka is a friggin' basketball magician.
Yeah, I mean, he led the league in scoring.
What do you people want? Joe in L.A. Hey, Joe, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, guys, it's great to talk to you. You guys are the best, absolutely the best.
Thanks, man.
I want to weigh in on that. On that, you know what, the Luka thing, yeah, that's a no-brainer. But you know what? He's better off here. What better place to be in L.A. than Dallas, right? Come on. Okay?
Yeah.
That's one. The other thing, but the reason I had called is I don't know why the greatest player ever, he deserves even a bigger statue than anybody. I mean, once he retires, right now it's Jordan, because Jordan is the best right now, the greatest. But once LeBron will be the greatest, hands down. I mean, that's not even close.
Yes.
Look at what he could do.
Hey, Joe, do you listen to our show fairly regularly?
You guys have been there for years. I even got my wife aboard.
Okay, cool. So thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Thanks,
but Joe,
Joe.
what I'm about to tell you is that at least 50% of our audience, at least wants LeBron gone. At least. It's the biggest mystery of my career. I don't get it, but it's fact. Half of our... Ask Beto, who does the postgame show. Ask Andy Kamenetsky, who hosts his own Lakers podcast.
Talk,
And the LeBron hate in Los Angeles is real. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but it's real. And so the fact that you think it's a no-brainer, LeBron gets a statue, there are at least 50% of the audience that think exactly the opposite, that you can't give him one.
Right.
And
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If 50 years from now.
The year 2076.
2076.
Okay.
Who'd LeBron play? What team do you think of when you think of LeBron?
Cavs.
There you go. That's why he doesn't get a statue here. That's why he should get a skyscraper in Cleveland. But here, I don't think he merits a statue.
That is a reasonable take. But
I don't. Well, no, I don't.
But LeBron sucks. He's not Kobe. Don't give him anything. It's irrational.
Yeah.
The hate is irrational. Jim in South LA has called back.
Oh,
Jim,
hey,
this
Jim.
is your last chance. Are you there?
I'm here, guys. Thanks so much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, I am not an LBJ hater. I've come to respect him, but no statue, jersey, okay. He hasn't done enough for a statue unless he leads us to a championship this year. Then he gets a statue, but his jersey can go up now. Worthy deserves a statue before Powell. Powell is okay, but LeBron hasn't been with us long enough or done enough to warrant a statue. Statue's special.
Yeah. Now that is a realistic
Statue
take.
is like next level.
Jim, did you want to say something about the Clippers?
I did. You guys were talking about the Clippers yesterday, and John, you kind of did a reverse curse on the Clippers when you were dogging them out back in December after they beat the Lakers, and I 100% agreed with everything you said. But they turned it around. That front office got unlucky. They went for Kawhi. Lakers went for LBJ. They went for the wrong superstar, right? Kawhi's been snake bit, and but these trades that they made in the middle of the season, we thought they were giving up, but they've gone pretty well. So I don't know.
I don't understand the Norman Powell trade they made a year ago.
The Zubac trade.
The Zubac trade makes no sense to me. I thought the Harden trade was brilliant. I think they got Darius Garland, who I might rather have right now, Darius Garland than James Harden.
Well, certainly younger and has a high ceiling, I think.
And they got picks in that deal, which they needed to replenish. So, but the question is, and we were kicking this around yesterday, how much rope does this front office get?
Yeah, the point of the game is to win, and they have gone 5 years without winning a playoff series. At some point, that has to fall at the feet of management and ownership.
And you can keep Lawrence Frank, and you can keep Ty Lue, and you can keep everybody over there. But if your ceiling is playing first round and you're out, I mean, how much rope you want to give them?
Yeah.
About this too, Kawhi and Juan Soto remind me of each other because they are both deals that were done that anybody would have done at the time. Anybody would have done the Kawhi deal. The Lakers would have done it if they had agreed to the right terms.
You're 100% right.
And the Mets got Juan Soto, but anybody else would have wanted Juan Soto. But you're hitching your ride to the wrong person for different reasons. Juan Soto has ability to stay on the field issues and will age poorly probably, but has really, really high upside. So anybody would have done that, but it's a lot of money, and you put your franchise into the wrong star, and that can have big consequences.
You guys are all wrong being on Soto. Soto is a beast. He happens to he's coming back next week. He happens to have a strained something right now. But
let's see in
Soto
3
last
years
year,
if he's this
38
good.
homers, 105 RBIs, a 396 on-base percentage. He's an on-base monster.
Let's see in 3 years.
Yeah, he'll be 30.
Well,
in 3 years. He's only 27 now.
He has a very big deal with the Mets for a long time.
Yeah, part of Soto's issue is he's getting paid the same as Shohei. And
he doesn't pitch.
Right, and he doesn't hit as good as Shohei does.
Right.
So that's why I think had he not made $700 million, then people would be a little more accepting of him. But he's not a $700 million player.
No, he's not. But he is an elite player. I misspoke. He had 38 stolen bases, 43 home runs, and 127 RBIs last year. He is a beast.
And Kawhi Leonard is a beast.
He's all
when
NBA,
he plays.
but he's all NBA. Kawhi Leonard this year had a really good year.
And see where both teams
is
end
he
up.
second team all NBA? Do you think, John?
Second or third for sure.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to be all NBA this year. He's been great.
And by the way, Soto's had 700 plus plate appearances the last 3 years.
The issue becomes if Kawhi is the face of your franchise, you're basically paying a guy simply to play. He doesn't do anything else.
He's a player. He's not a face of the franchise.
Correct.
That's the distinction.
As a matter of fact, he's the opposite of what you'd want in a face of a franchise. He's not accountable. He hides in the training room
deal
for
with the
2 hours
media.
after the game, so he doesn't have to talk to the media.
Yep.
He doesn't make his other teammates better.
Yep.
And they just keep saying, no. He's the greatest. He's it. He's a great player. But if he's going to be, and by the way, he probably, not for sure, we'll find out, he probably took $30 million under the table.
Yeah. You know who got the last laugh?
Kawhi. There you go. But his talent is undeniable.
Yes, absolutely is. All right, coming up next for you, Kings getting ready for the playoffs now. The matchups are set. They will face Colorado in the first round. I don't know everything about hockey. John, do you know everything about hockey?
I'm a puckhead.
You know who does know everything about hockey? Sam Batesh, Sam Bony.
And by the way, why is Morales trying to drive a wedge between me and Sam
Well, you
Bony?
kicked him out of the studio that day.
I want Sam's version of that.
But okay, Sam, I want your version of it when he booted you out of the studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what Sam's version of that is, because I
Okay.
think Morales is, as usual, making up crap that doesn't exist.
Okay, we'll talk to Sam about that.
Yeah.
Sam Bony is next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. You know, you can watch the Kings, you can watch the Lakers, you can watch all of the NBA and NHL playoffs at Cosm. And this isn't just watching the game. Like you sit at home, if you can't get tickets, you're sitting at home, you're watching the game in front of the TV. It looks great. How about being surrounded by the game? How about feeling like you're on the floor, on the wood, on the glass with their 87-foot wraparound LED display? Every slam dunk and every goal feels like you're right there at Cosm. And Cosm, if you've not been there, I'm telling you, you've heard me talk about it. You got to experience once, and you will absolutely go back. At the hall, you can catch every game on wall-to-wall screens. You can grab amazing food, Korean corn, cheese, nachos, tri-tip sandwiches, drinks, cocktails. I'm telling you, this is the spot. It will change the way you think about watching sports forever once you watch a game at Cosm. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. They'll have a complete schedule of all the events coming up and a chance for you to buy tickets. Again, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. And I will see you guys at Cosm. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
The playoffs are here, and it starts with Game 1. All eyes on LeBron James, ready to carry the load on the biggest stage.
Fall away 17-footer good again. LeBron has dialed back the clock.
Standing in the way, Kevin Durant and the Rockets, hungry to steal Game 1. Pregame starts tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Are you thinking about refinancing your home for a lower monthly payment? It looked like rates were coming down, only to jump back up when the fighting started in Iran. In fact, mortgage rates have been very volatile with the ever-changing world news. The Loan Exchange has a suggestion. Contact us now and we'll process your refinance application for no charge, including doing an appraisal. You tell us at what rate you'll close with no closing costs at all. When the market drops to that rate, we'll notify you, prepare your closing documents, and close you at that rate in about 5 days. Pretty simple. We watch the market for you so you don't miss a short window of opportunity. If the market doesn't get there, your downside is that you wasted about 2 hours of your time, but get a free real appraisal. The upside is that you get the rate you want. Now that makes sense. So go to theloanexchange.com and apply without cost or obligation. Theloanexchange.com. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Theloanexchange.com.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Ready for an upgrade? Hey, it's Chris Morales. Spring into savings during Truck Month at George Chevrolet. Right now, you could lease a new 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT for just $299 a month for 36 months with $39.95 due at signing. Power, capability, and the truck you've been waiting for at a payment that makes it easy to level up. Drive yours today at George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, or online at GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Calculated off MSRP on select models. Lease offer on approved credit through GM Financial. Ends 5/2/2026. For full details, 866-949-4805.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program may only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it could end your debt nightmare and save you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. For free information and to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, simply go online and visit DRA.com or call 800-433-8909. 800-433-8909. Again, that's 800-433-8909.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
So I want to ask you guys if I am crazy.
Okay.
And if there's something wrong with me.
I like that. The answer, yes and yes.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
So John and I were going to talk a little hockey here, but Luke Robitaille said, get somebody who knows what they're doing. Yeah, he said,
And we therefore welcome Sam Batesh to the show. Sam, before we get into the Kings, are you and I in some type of feud that I'm unaware of?
So this is the interesting part. It really depends on who you ask on this, John.
Okay.
And around the building, here's the problem. Now, whatever Chris Morales says, whatever CMM says on the air, can be believed by whomever is listening at that time, right? I mean, you could take that as the truth.
Yeah.
You could.
And most of the time, you would be stupid to do that.
That's the problem. But when something is said on the air, we are a fairly authoritative figure on it, as ESPN LA overall. So people listening are thinking, wow, that's real.
Yes.
Now, those that know the real history, the 25 years that I have with both of you, would know that we are dear friends.
Yes, dear friends.
And we
so
can
did
speak.
I throw you out of the studio and forget that I did it?
Yes, you did.
Okay, we can dissect this a little bit.
It was the day of the Panarin trade.
Yes, it depends on what you would consider the nest. Remember from old school, right? You're in a safe place, you're in the nest.
Yeah.
Because of 25 years of knowing and loving each other, I would consider this room, this studio, the nest.
Okay.
I walked into the nest to provide services that day. All right, there were two ways to go. Number one, it was the NBA trade deadline. It was the day before,
which is why
the trade
I said
deadline.
not the day to talk Panarin.
Right. So it was. So the deadline was actually the next day, but it was all the news. That's when all the news really rolls in. We understand that. The NHL decided that they wanted 2 trade deadlines this year.
Yeah,
we didn't really know that. It was
because of the Olympics?
They froze the rosters before the Olympic break. So it allowed for this surge of activity if you wanted it. In other words, hey, everybody, we're going to close the shop right now. If you want to get anything in, come to the counter right now.
Right.
And Ken Holland made a great move and got Panarin from the Rangers. But no one was expecting it. And if you remember, Adam Schefter broke the news that day, which was wild.
Right.
That was really, it was really cool that Schefter did it. So I walked in here.
How dare he usurp you? I
Exactly.
can't believe he
You're
did
right.
that.
There's a lot to you usurp Sam Bony on news like that took a lot. But I just thought, wow, this is something that no one saw coming. And I just want to be educational. I know that you two have a love for hockey and have this great relationship with Luke. And I didn't want you to be.
deep knowledge.
So you offered to come in and I said no.
What I said was this. You guys are probably going to want to hit this. In other words, if you want, I can either open your brains up and dump this in for 2 minutes, and you can then go on air and try to just reiterate, or I can sit down for 2 minutes with you and just do it myself. John said,
he kept his brain closed. He did not open his eyes.
John said, I'd like to be smarter. Please give me something, Sam. I want it. But our
I'm
audience,
taking full credit for all your work.
But this is the quote. But our audience is not going to be interested in that. The sentence didn't end there.
Yep.
It was our audience is not going to be interested in that right now in light of the NBA trade deadline.
Yes.
Now, I will say largely that Artemi Panarin ends up being a much bigger deal than Luke Kennard, just for the city,
that
right?
is true.
Like 1-for-1, that ended up being a bigger deal. But in that moment, that was Giannis potentially being traded, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
And by the way, Luke Kennard's best is yet to come.
Okay,
He's our secret weapon on Saturday.
That's okay. But look, I gave you guys the nickname at that time, and we are good to go. We are friends forever. How about that?
Sam, I have been saying, and I'm afraid you can blame me for this if you want. Anybody but Edmonton.
Okay.
That's what I've been saying. When the Kings clinched a playoff spot earlier in the week, I am sick of Edmonton. We have lost to them 4 years in a row. Connor McDavid is superhuman. And lo and behold, I got my wish. But I'm not so sure that McKinnon isn't as good as McDavid.
In many ways, he is.
And McKinnon, by the way, plays for Colorado, who has the best record in the NHL. So this is a classic case of, hey, Ireland, be careful what you wish for.
Be careful what you wish for, which Kings fans would have been saying had Edmonton beat us 5 years in a row, obviously, right? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, think about the Rams and Eagles, how they hate each other.
Yeah.
They have one playoff game of note recently. Imagine 4 years in a row of the same team in the first round. So 5 losses.
And didn't one of those years we had a 2-0 lead and blew it?
Last year we hosted and had a 2-0 lead, and even we're up in game 3. So good hockey knowledge, John Ireland. I know that you are a puckhead, puck knower. Yes.
This time of year.
Yes, this time of year. You got to know. It's kind of like the tournament.
Sam, Mason summarized this in one sentence, and it was brilliant. He said, talking about Mason and I.
Yes.
We are not hockey fans. We're Kings fans.
Kings fans.
That's the difference.
And guess what? That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Do you remember when the newscasts in 2012 were coming out and everyone was trying to get caught up at that time? Because all of a sudden we're in the Cup final. No one expected it.
Yes.
Drew Doty, we heard on the air.
Yeah.
Andrew Kopitar. Like there was a lot of getting to know people right in front of us. Well,
And that year in 12, weren't they the 8th seed like they are
so
now?
So you ask about Colorado and McKinnon. I will say you're right. McKinnon-McDavid, good comparison. This year McKinnon has led the league in scoring. Usually it's McDavid who does that. McKinnon has led the league, I should say, in goals. McDavid leads in overall scoring. McDavid is much more the Gretzky guy that's going to do it year after year leading the league. McKinnon has won a Hart Trophy as the MVP. He's won a cup with these Avs in 2022. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Nathan McKinnon in this version of the Avalanche.
The other thing,
is
Mace,
the best.
you and I need a waiver for something.
What?
For the next 2 weeks, we're going against our guy, Kevin Demoff.
Oh, this is good.
Oh,
you know,
I forgot
Kevin
about that.
runs
Yeah.
Cronky Sports, which
Sorry,
includes
Kev.
the Avalanche.
This
Kevin, we love you. You're our favorite sports executive. For the next 2 weeks, you are dead to us.
I love that you mentioned this.
Dead to us.
I believe the Avs were in the Rams suite this year when they came to visit the Kings. That actually happened. So there is this weird juxtaposition. I'll say this much. You brought up 2012 and that run. The President's Trophy winner, that is the number one team in the league, was the Vancouver Canucks. Kings in that first round beat him. And by the way, crushed them.
Not close, right?
Yeah.
They were up 3-0 and beat him in 5 games. I mean, it was a wow moment for everybody.
Doesn't it always come down to, like in this case, Forsberg, doesn't it always come down to goalie play?
So, yes. Now, the difference is Jonathan Quick was clearly the starting goalie all year for the Kings that season.
And they've had a change. It went from Kemper to...
We just discovered Forsberg.
Sam, I think this is a good thing. I think that the fact that they don't know Forsberg really well might work in our favor. It's the Frankie Rodriguez on the Angels in
I love
2002.
It. Sneak attack.
When no one had faced him and he came in the playoffs and started mowing people down. Can I make the same argument at goalie for the Kings?
It's like a September call-up, essentially.
Right.
Yes,
right.
Forsberg is sort of new news. Not to mention the starting goalie of the Kings, Darcy Kemper, who, by the way, hasn't been the same. You mentioned it, mate.
Since the Olympics.
The Olympics were devastating
He was on
for the
the
Kings.
Olympic team, but he didn't play.
He was actually the third. He actually ended up being third, so he really sat around, and that's not good for a goalie, as you know. He can't just be sitting around for all that time. So Kemper, though, won the cup with the Avs in 22. So they certainly know him better, not only in just having faced him recently, they really
one of
know
their
him.
teammates.
Correct.
Okay.
So Forsberg is an unknown, John. I like that. I like that tactic. He could be an unknown. I can see a case, though, where DJ Smith is asked very quickly in the series, are we sure we're sticking with Forsberg?
Yeah.
I mean, the Avs are that good. I mean, the likelihood that he's going to shut them out here, that's likely not to happen. But I would say, yes, the X factor could be Forsberg. The other guy who you both know well, though, could be an X factor, Quentin Byfield.
He's scoring like crazy.
He's been on fire recently. He's got 5 points in the last 3 games. He has turned his game around. He is a 20-goal scorer yet again. He scored his career high
Who's
this
on
season.
his line with him?
So it's LaFerriere that's on his line that's really kicking ass right now, and Trevor Moore. Both have been really good. And Byfield,
so who's with Panarin and Kopitar? Who's the third on that?
So we call this line. You guys come up with whatever nickname you like.
Okay.
All right. So when Corey Perry left, he had number 10.
Right.
And Panarin got number 10 back. That's the number he wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
That line is 9, 10, 11, which is cute.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
9, 10,
So
11.
9, 10, 11
so
is a great
Panarin
line.
doesn't wear Bailey's number
He used
anymore?
to be 72, which was a controversy, right? Yes.
Well, no, Bailey said he could wear it.
He was. They exchanged Rolex. Remember, not exchange. Bailey gave Panarin got a Rolex to Bailey.
Okay.
All right. And then they said, we're squashing the number. We're all good here. And then right after the Rolex, Perry goes, and now he's got number 10.
All right. So let me share this with the audience. I mean, everybody knows I tell the same story a million times, but this is a good one. The reason Bailey is named Bailey and the reason that he wears number 72 is kind of cool.
It's a great story.
The reason he's named Bailey is when the Kings moved into Staples Center back then, and they were looking for a mascot, was 9/11, right after 9/11. And Ace Bailey was the Kings' chief scout and was killed along with a scout named Mark Bavis on one of those 9/11 flights. I think it was the one coming from Boston.
Yep.
And so Ace is killed in a 9/11 crash, and they go to his family, and they said, we're going to have a lion as a mascot, and we'd like to name him Bailey in your honor. And the family said, we love it. Go for it. And the reason he wears number 72 is that is the average temperature in the city of Los Angeles, 365. It's 72 degrees.
That's so cool.
So
awesome number.
When Panarin came in and he said, I want to wear 72, everybody went, well, we don't want to mess up this Bailey thing because that story I just told. And they decided, well, a mascot and a player can have the same number.
Yes.
So they coexisted. And now you say when Corey Perry left, Panarin switched to 10, and now
he
it's
went
no
back
longer
to 10.
a thing.
So they weren't going to do
Okay.
it. Between him and
I didn't
Perry,
know
they
that.
weren't going to do it. So that's what happened. So now
Okay.
that line is 9, 10, 11, which is
Yeah.
cool. Also, they're called AAA because it's Adrian Kempe, Anze Kopitar, and Artemi Panarin.
Oh,
So AAA,
okay.
you got
AAA
that
line.
as
I
well.
like that.
So that's
AAA
a fun
line
one.
is awesome.
I call them tic-tac-toe because a lot of times that's what they're doing, tic-tac-toe to each other. But 9, 10, 11 is the best. When kids are around or when we're able to go to the ice and watch before the game, people ask, who are the best players on this team? It's always fun to just say, just 9, 10, 11.
So,
That's all you
Sam,
gotta
I
know.
started
9, 10,
my
11.
playoff beard 6 weeks ago.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
This,
What do you,
it looks, by the way,
6 weeks
what
ago.
do you think, Ireland?
It's like homeless chic.
What's it? I was going to say, you got trouble growing a beard, don't you?
Yes.
It's very,
That's
very
as thick as
spotty.
you will not be able to audition for the role of Santa Claus
No,
without
not
a
at all.
No,
prosthetic
you're going to need
beard.
a little more. Right, there's got to be a little more girth
Something's
to that.
gotta-
face,
I'm a-
but
So,
Yeah.
Sam, I know with your heart you would pick the Kings. With your head, what is this series? Is it probably Avs in 6? Is it what? Or let me ask you a better question. What's the path for the Kings to upset them? What would
So
that look
this,
like?
This is the path. Here's the good news. The team as it's assembled right now has not faced the Avalanche. This is why. So Panarin is a new addition. He faced them once. And DJ Smith was head coach. His first game as head coach was the final game against the Avalanche.
Okay.
That's tough to say he's going to win that
Right.
game, right? So he didn't. And Scott Laughton, who has been winning faceoffs for them, who they got in the second trade deadline, he's been a key to this team. They have not faced the Avs with Laughton, Panarin, and DJ Smith as the head coach. So there's something new there. The path is Quentin Byfield has to shut down that McKinnon line, and that's his
Okay.
job.
Okay.
McKinnon, even though Byfield's an offensive player, just like Kopitar, you're a defensive forward. That's who Byfield is. That's the key.
So, dumb question for me because I don't watch the Kings every game like you do. Is Doughty eligible to even play? He's been hurt most of the season.
Doughty
right?
is absolutely playing.
Okay.
And he'll be a big part of this. How about this, John? Doughty not only leads the Kings in ice time still every night, he is one of the top over his career. He leads in ice time in the league. And what's cool as far as defensemen, and speaking of beards,
yes,
Brent Burns plays for the Avalanche, who used to be the famous Shark with a humongous beard as well. He's a legend. But Doughty, for sure, John, you're going to see Doughty a ton in this.
Okay, good.
And keep this in mind, boys. 3-on-3 hockey's out. This is back to 5-on-5 all night.
The
if
whole
that's
time.
what it takes.
Right.
Okay.
And I would say
And overtime, regular overtimes if the games are tied.
correct. It goes
Yeah.
all night.
So
if
what's
it
our
has to.
schedule? What's
So
our
the schedule's this. We got a noon game on Sunday, which is a lot of fun. All right. So sort of like a football schedule. Then you got game 2 in Colorado on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Game 3, is here in LA. That's on Thursday at 7 o'clock. Game 4 at Crypto on next Sunday.
Next Sunday, wow.
1:30 start time, which is really cool. So I love the schedule right now. And the path, John, I would say the path is going to overtime. Nobody played more games in overtime than the Kings in the history of this league than the Kings did this season. So getting this team, being even with this team into overtime, I could see some fun there. And the question might be, John, who wins more games in the first round, the Lakers or the Kings? Could be an interesting.
It's a fair
right?
question.
It is.
Yeah,
I think it's fair.
They're both.
I'm leaning
They're
Kings.
both. Well, they're both huge underdogs.
Yeah,
They are.
huge
massive,
underdogs.
massive
Yeah.
underdogs. But the beard
Gotta
looks
believe.
good.
Gotta
The
believe.
beard looks good,
believe.
Mace. I think I should I do it?
Yeah, you should
I
absolutely do it.
John,
Yeah.
can you grow one? I mean, I can't imagine
I
that
did
looks
it. I
great.
did it for the 2014 Cup, and it came in
Nice.
pretty good.
Okay.
But I would hit the wall like Mace did after a while.
Yeah,
I'm
grew
And by
very,
the way,
very spotty.
My beard would come in more gray than my hair, and I've never
You don't want to do
understood
it.
that.
Do you know
Yeah.
that Schwarzenegger rocks that?
Does he?
He spoke at the
Gray
Kings game
beard,
recently,
dark hair?
all gray and all brown up
Okay.
top. So it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fast.
I'll
I mean,
take a
obviously,
look.
who's questioning Arnold? But yeah.
Hey, one more thing for you.
Yeah.
I didn't realize until you came in here that you were an Angels fan
Yes.
when you first came
Yes,
to California. And Garrett Anderson passed away today at the very young age of 52. Your thoughts on Garrett Anderson?
So I was devastated to the point where I almost couldn't really speak when I first heard about it. Not that I'm not. I mean, he's not.
And you
in
don't
my
know
family.
anything, right? We haven't
I
heard any.
haven't done anything out. And the
Yeah.
guy that I'll probably sort of saddle up next to, just because I think he's going to be emotional about it, Patrick O'Neill.
Oh, yeah.
Has become very close with GA recently. They've been doing broadcasts together. So GA has this recency in my mind because he's been on the broadcast and they've been spending a lot of time together. Also, Mark Gubaza, I texted with today. He's crushed by the whole
Yeah, I'm
thing as
sure.
well.
I'm
No
sure.
news yet from
Okay.
either of those guys. I'll only say this much. Garrett Anderson has arguably the most important hit. He won Game 7. I know Spezio had the comeback hit in Game 6. But it was Garrett Anderson who cleared the bases in Game 7 for that win at home when they came back. Garrett Anderson, I mean, GA is a nickname. I have an old girlfriend who that GA was like a nickname, was like a vocabulary word for her and I all the time. I mean, those Angels, 2002, they are forever locked in history, especially because the team hasn't done anything
at
since.
least make the argument? The name that's popping into my head, Sam, is Rod Carew.
Yes.
But Could you make the argument that Garrett Anderson's the best hitter in Angels history? Is he in the conversation?
The best pure hitter, he is absolutely in. I mean, obviously, look, if you're putting Shohei in the conversation, and of course you've got Trout in it.
Right.
But pure hitter, you said the quote earlier. Was it Tim Salmon who said one guy at the
one
plate?
guy to save the
That's
world?
who I want.
I want Garrett Anderson.
Garrett Anderson was one of those guys, cool as a cucumber, that term. I mean, GAA was unflappable. There was no emotion on Garrett Anderson at any time. And he would just go up there and he raked. He was a Dodger also for a little bit, Mace.
Yeah. Oh,
he
yes,
did, right?
he was.
Yeah. I think that's where he ended up finishing his career.
By the way, so a couple things before I let you go. You are the skinniest MFer around. How are you so skinny?
Have you always been? Is this your metabolism?
Do you ever eat?
So I do have
involved in your life.
There is. I do have great metabolism. I have great metabolism thanks to my mother. Also, my dad, 25, maybe 30 years ago, he said, Sam, I don't know if you're going to work out. He says, if you do push-ups every day, it sort of serves as a full workout.
Right.
And I was doing 10 push-ups at the time. I got it all the way up to 100 at one point.
100 push-ups?
Now, at that point, my shoulders started to really get, but I
true.
do 50 truly just like slow and deliberate push-ups every single day still. And if you want to say that's the key to what I got going on, then that's the key to what I got going on.
So when I do push-ups, Sam Mason says I'm cheating.
Oh, he cheats.
I'm going to do a push-up. I'm going to do it. I just want you to tell me if I'm cheating.
He does elbows out.
Let's go. Let me see this. All right, how are the feet? What's cheating about that? I could say, okay, look, theoretically, you could have your feet together, John. I would say if your feet were more together at the end there. No, together, yeah. Keep them together. They're like that. Yeah. I think Tim's going to come in here to see this because this is good. And you've got like 6 or 7 of them. That's pretty significant. 10 is like a major workout already. Look how
oh my God, you are like beet red.
No, that's a big deal. But by the way, there's no cheating in that. There's a slightly different technique. Mace, get down here and do some. Now, okay, if you got a better one, I want to see it. I do.
So he keeps his elbows tight.
Oh, I see he's going tight.
Mine go out.
I don't think you get extra credit for tight versus not. There's only remember there was the altered one from the knees.
Giving me crap about that for years.
There's the one from the knees, but really, look, you did it very well, John. No, knee doesn't count, of course, but you're doing a great job.
Okay.
And if I had to, I could.
I mean, look, for Tim, I'm doing a good job.
Push-up king.
Yo, he does elbows out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's like his form is perfect.
Well, if you want to weigh 98 pounds,
this is how to do it. It is. I think I'm up to 139.
And Sam, you really are welcome anytime until I kick you out. Okay?
That's right. No, John, look, I'm dictating this on you. I ran this through John this time, and I also did a backdoor favor for Mace. Did you hear about that?
What was it?
For Mason Plus. Scott Wolf talked hockey.
Okay, so
the Scott Wolf one. Yeah.
Now you've opened a can of worms, Sam.
I
somehow have not been invited on Mason Plus.
No, not yet.
Zero.
I'm planning something special.
I
want it to be super cool.
The one thing he's talking about doing would be really fun, and we won't release it yet, but it could be really fun.
Well, look, they called it Kopitar Legacy Night when they honored Anjay. There should be an Ireland Legacy Night.
Oh my God, Sam's good. We just blew through like 2 breaks.
Wow, Sam. Sam Bony.
That's for when I didn't join on the Panarin.
There you
go.
Right?
Yeah, we made up for it, which is beautiful.
All right, Kings go. Thank you very much.
Stuff,
Sunday, they start in Colorado. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, National University is one of my favorite partners. They are a non-profit university that offers more than 150 degree programs, and they do it on your schedule. Flexible 4 or 8-week online courses designed to fit your life. I was talking to Dr. Mark Milliron at the Laker game when he's a huge Laker fan, came out to the Laker game, and I said, what else can I talk about with National? He said, we love working students. We love anything military, but we'll take anybody. And you can learn this at nu.edu. That's our website, nu.edu. Right now, they're offering a Believe and Succeed scholarship. Awards up to $6,000 annually toward an industry current bachelor's or master's degree. All you got to do is apply on the website, nu.edu. Apply by July 31st. Terms and conditions apply. Check them out today. National University, nu.edu.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
So Jason Stewart, he would always give very bizarre gift cards as holiday gifts.
Okay.
And they would have really weird amounts to very weird places.
Okay.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
He gave me a 7-Eleven gift card one Christmas for $71.11. Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of 7-Eleven right there, man.
I think I still have like $40 left on it. And he gave it to me 25 years ago.
So much stuff for $70.
You know how hard it is to spend $70 at 7-Eleven?
So hard.
You can eat for a month.
Of course I could, man. Every day, cookies, pizza. pizzas,
There you go.
taquitos, Slurpees, Big O's, everything.
I like that he's got the menu memorized. Like you would think he was reading that off his laptop. He's just going by his last order.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. And you know I love my cake. So I get that big birthday energy without any sugar guilt. The bottle's small, easy to toss in my bag, and perfect when I need a quick, tasty caffeine boost to cakeify my day. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Hey Rams fans, it's your quarterback Matthew Stafford here. The Rams and United Way of Greater Los Angeles are excited to bring Walk United LA to SoFi Stadium this year on Saturday, May 9th. Join me and my family for the 5K walk run and help support our Los Angeles community. Registration is now open at walkunitedla.org, where you can sign up for Team Rams and learn more. Our team is only as strong as our city, and this walk is about uplifting all Angelinos in need. I can't wait to see y'all at the Rams house on May 9th.
Cappy, when I walked into the Vision Works Brea store, I immediately thought, this is too easy.
I know. And the frames are organized by shape and by price, so you don't have to go digging around. Now, Chris, I had the same experience at Vision Works in Santa Ana.
Seriously, why go anywhere else but Vision Works? Their 100-day guarantee gives you peace of mind, so if you change your mind, for any reason, just bring them back.
Buy one, get one free.
Simple scheduling, simple shopping. Vision Works makes it simple.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. Service Titan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I'm not a prude. You are. I'm not.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I do not believe I am at all prude. I'm like the least prudish person you know.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know.
Don, you know this song? Malcolm in the Middle theme song.
It is. And wait, now, they're doing a redo of this. Is it coming out this year?
They're doing a reunion.
It's out already?
It has come out.
Okay.
It's on Fox. Bryan Cranston actually is on next week's Mason Plus podcast to talk about it, but he was really the driving force behind making it happen. And the idea, the premise is that it's the 40th anniversary for Hal, and I forget what Jane Kaczmarek's name is, but they are having their 40th anniversary, and all the kids are coming home for it. And Brian, one of the things he thinks is cool is he was 41 years old the day he started on Malcolm, and Freddie Munoz is exactly 40 years old now. So very, very cool for it to come full circle like that. Jackson Smith and Jigba, JSN as they call him, wore a size 12 shoe at Ohio State. And John repeatedly had hamstring issues. It's interesting because the trainer for the Seattle Seahawks changed things up a little bit, put him in a 10.5, and things changed.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, you were talking about in college, he was wearing a size 12, had hamstring issues and things like that. Gets here, he's a 10.5. Where's the 10.5? Where's what he's doing? Obviously, with all the things Sammy and the medical staff and all those people are doing, it's a collective group. And I think it's been a big part for us working together, but it's helped him, right? He hasn't missed time and done things like that. And that helps build the trust for us with the players. Like about the last 15 years, we've been able to do some foot scanning and things like that. So,
I mean,
what was Ohio State doing?
This isn't sports science.
Well,
I mean,
what was
everybody,
JSN doing?
You have a shoe size, you wear that size. I mean, you can go to the CVS and there's a place where you can stand and get your insoles done or whatever the hell is going on.
Go to any shoe store, like go anywhere, and they have the Ohio State. Has the best training staff, I would assume, in the college game, and they don't double check that he has extra room.
Well, think about it. If you do have a room of 100 players, you probably just say to them, "What size shoe do you wear?" You're not going to measure their feet.
But why would JSN say he's got a 12 when he's a 10.5?
He didn't want tight feet. He didn't want tight shoes.
Tight shoes.
It's a size and a half difference. That's a big difference.
It's a pretty big difference. Yeah.
I can wear anything from a 10 to an 11.5.
I can wear anything from a 13.5 to a 16.5.
You don't. Your feet aren't that big.
They are.
That's a big difference.
Oh no, I've got serious big clown feet.
But no, the
he does
13
not.
and a half
He does
to
not wear a
16
size
and a half?
13. I don't even think you could get into my shoes. I think my shoes would be too big for you. What's your actual shoe size?
10.5.
Yeah.
I had big clown feet. Yeah.
Is it something that people flub like height?
It is.
Size?
It is a little bit. Dudes, I think, like to say they have bigger feet than they do. Because you know what they say, John.
It's not true.
Big socks.
Yeah.
Big socks. Exactly right. Hey, what's on tap today on ESPN LA? Well, Lakers playoff basketball tips off tomorrow night at Crypto.com Arena.
Shock the world, boys. Let's go.
Toyota Lakers countdown with Beto Duran starts at 4, tip-off at 5:30. Hear it on your afternoon drive on 7:10 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the ESPN LA app. Brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for, the official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly. So we've talked a lot this week about the situation with Diana Russini and Mike Vrabel, the head coach of the New England Patriots. One thing I wanted to touch on is something Albert Breer said. So listen to this and tell me what your expectation is of Vrabel when the team reassembles for minicamp here.
In every meeting room in that building, they have a sign that says, make good decisions on and off the field. You live by what your credo is. And I think it becomes a credibility issue for him with the players. And, if you're preaching accountability 365 days a year to a group of 24, 25, 26-year-olds, and then the first time you're standing in front of them after something like this so public happens, and you're not addressing it at all, and you're pretending like nothing happened, and you're talking about how they're going to lift and meet and all of that, they're going to look at you sideways. They're human beings, too. You don't think they've been texting about this the same way everybody has for the last week? Of course they have. So, I think if for someone like Mike, and he knows what it was like to be one of those players, obviously. But if you're preaching accountability to them, you got to be accountable for your own actions, too. So if I'm him, I think it's the first thing I'm talking about.
Agree? First thing he's talking about, John?
I think that's good advice.
Got to address it.
From Albert Breer. Yeah. It's the elephant in the room.
If that's your credo, stay,
And by the way, to restate my position on this, I don't care who anybody sleeps with.
No, me either.
Have
fun.
Yeah, you as long as you're, not hurting other people. Now, the problem is he's married with kids.
But again, that's their business. That's not my business.
And his wife and his kids probably come around.
Sure.
So I think that's why you have to address it.
Right. With your team, too.
Yeah.
With your team. This is, I got a couple of quotes here that are interesting that put it a little different spin on this whole situation. This is Stugatz from Meadowlark. From Dan Lebatard's company.
Stugatz. Everyone knows Stugatz.
Everybody knows Stugatz. This entire industry is littered with conflicts of interest. Every single take that anyone makes is littered in conflict of interest. I don't want to hear about it. I spoke to her, okay? She's going through a very difficult time. She's going to survive this. And again, anyone who wants to get rid of her, I will hire her in 2 seconds. The entire industry is littered with conflicts of interest. That's a repeat. Here's Lebatard. This woman is at the height of sports journalism. She got there the right way and the hardest way, fighting the other information people to get to the top of information that is credible, that is rock solid, reported, stronger than the opinion maker. She's not an opinion maker. She's a journalist, and she has good relationships in the business. John, I actually have come around to this. There are so many conflicts of interest amongst reporters.
I've been saying this since the story broke.
Not necessarily sleeping with people, but favors like Buster Olney was talking about yesterday. Hey, you do this for me, I'll do that for you. Little quid pro quo. That's going on all the time.
I don't think they would let us do it because of the politics involved. But if they would let it do it, I would hire Diana Russini to be on our show. I think that she is great with information.
Is that your pocket or?
Well, I'm just saying. I don't think they would. I don't even think they would let us do it.
And then she would turn into an opinion-based person with which he is arguing she's not.
Yeah,
which I think is false. She is an opinions-based person. She goes on to a podcast. She gives her opinion a lot.
Yeah,
she's not just a reporter. She's also an opinion person.
Yeah, and there's also a double standard going on here. Mike Vrabel is not even going to consider resigning or being fired, and Diana Russini probably resigned before they fired her.
Yeah, she's going to have another job soon.
Good.
You think?
She should.
Probably with Lebatard or
Dan
Stugatz.
Lebatard, exactly. Yeah. That's why they're jumping out on it. They've been talking to him.
I'm lockstep with Lebatard and Stugatz.
Me too.
Yeah.
And people's personal lives are their personal lives. I understand the idea of concept,
Well, and it was funny when we were talking about this first time, and I said, Diana Russini's a really good reporter, and she's getting in trouble for something that happened completely outside the realm of her job.
Yep.
Everybody said, Ireland doesn't understand journalistic integrity. There is very little journalistic integrity anywhere.
Right.
Everything you're getting is from a lens of a person that has their own biases and their own beliefs.
Yep.
For example, if you watch MSNBC, you're going to get a left-leaning slant.
Right.
If you watch Fox News, you're going to get a right-leaning slant. CNN tried to go in the middle, and nobody watches them.
Right.
So everybody kind of gravitates towards where they want to go, and if you don't think Diana Russini can do her job while she's sleeping with someone in the league, everybody can
allegedly.
compartmentalize.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one of the things too is that we read an article from different reporters, and we're like, yeah, that reporter is very close to him, so obviously that spin is coming from that. We all make these connections all the time. You get news based on relationships. Maybe this one went further than it should have.
I'll give you a great example of what we're talking about. We used to work with Joe McDonnell. Who, Joe was an icon in this market in sports radio.
Absolutely.
Called himself the Big Nasty because he took no prisoners.
Absolutely.
Except with Magic Johnson.
Right.
With Magic Johnson, he absolutely refused to criticize because Magic was great to Joe.
Yep.
When Joe, and this is every reporter has biases like this.
Yeah.
And I remember when Magic's TV show came out, and it was the worst television show ever.
It was a struggle.
Magic now admits it was the worst television show ever. If you ask him, hey, do you have any regrets in life? It comes right up, and he laughs about it now. Like, yeah, I tried it, shouldn't have tried it, not what I'm good at. I just write it off. It's something I tried and it didn't work.
Right.
Joe wouldn't even go there. He wouldn't say, no, guys trying to make a show and all you guys want to do is criticize it. It's terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So even Joe, who prided himself in criticizing
was protecting
everybody,
his guy.
protected his guy.
Yeah.
That happens all
the time.
All
the time. And by the way, I'm guilty of it all the time. You know, I don't like Barry Bonds, and one of the obviously the cheating and the steroids is a huge part of it. But he was also just a raging a-hole directly to my face.
Right, to a lot of people.
It's impossible for me to separate myself from that moment.
Well, I just mentioned, like, and I'm going to put all our cards on the table. We really like Kevin Demoff.
Oh,
He's been great to us. He runs the Rams. What he really runs is all of Kroenke Sports.
Yes.
And so he has the Avalanche. He has the Nuggets.
Yep.
So when the Kings play the Avalanche, we're going against Kevin, which is weird because he's like our favorite guy.
Yep.
So, but I'll take solace in the fact if we lose, at least Kevin goes forward.
Exactly.
You know, but everybody has biases.
By the way, the Magic Hour, how many episodes do you think it ran for?
It was on for about.
Getting an important phone
That's
call.
magic. He's calling, saying that he stop talking about
my
failed
family
TV
that calls
show.
me in the middle of the show. Do you know what I do for a living? How many episodes of the Magic Hour?
I'm gonna guess. I think it was on for about 2 months. That would be 8 weeks. 40.
12.
That was it.
12 episodes, and they yanked it.
They should have.
Oh, they should have. Absolutely.
It was really bad.
Now, what's interesting is now that late night slot, we'll kind of pivot to this a little bit. That late night slot, you sent a story today. CBS is going to turn its late night schedule
sold it
over to Byron Allen.
Sold Byron Allen the hour. He's going to do the first hour. He's going to do first half hour. He's going to do Comics Unleashed.
First hour and second hour.
Second hour is the other show. Okay.
He basically bought 2 hours of time from CBS.
And
so now the slot costs CBS nothing.
And what I found interesting was CBS says they would like to find another late night show. They just don't want Colbert. And the reason they don't want Colbert is he's so expensive.
Right.
They lost $40 million last year on Colbert's show. And actually it was critically acclaimed. People liked it.
Yeah, it was never my jam, but yeah.
But it costs them so much money. They're like, we want to find the next Colbert. We just can't operate at that much of a deficit.
You want to hear a hot take?
Sure.
Byron Allen's going to win that time slot.
You think
Byron Allen's going to beat the Tonight Show, going to beat Kimmel, because you know why? I was talking to Em about this earlier. Late night TV has never really been about politics until the last decade.
Right.
It's always been fun and laughs and story. I mean, from Carson to Letterman, there was no, and now it's become so political. Byron Allen is going to do just comics, sitting around, talking, and being funny.
But I'm interested because, I don't know, Jay Leno would have monologues with the pop culture.
But
he'd poke fun at a lot of people, but not always politics. I mean, I know he'd poke fun at a lot of women and made fun of a lot of women.
Poke fun at is different from, basically, I got to be careful when I say that.
Well, you know what turned Leno around? I mean, literally, Letterman was beating him like a drum.
Yeah.
And do you remember what turned Leno around? One show.
Yep, Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant agreed to come on the Tonight Show after he got caught with that prostitute in the bathroom near the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yep.
And he walks out on set, and Jay just looked at him and goes, "Man, what were you thinking?"
What were you thinking?
And the whole audience just gasped.
Yep.
And Hugh Grant sat there for 20 minutes and explained. He goes, "I just stepped in it. I screwed up."
Right.
And he came off as kind of contrite, and it was really smart that he did it. And everybody said, well, Leno is a place you can go to get honesty.
Exactly.
And his ratings flipped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a huge moment for
I just think
that show.
podcasts are the new late night.
I
so
agree.
there are a bunch of podcasts and these YouTube shows that kind of have taken that place.
Like
When
Mason Plus, right?
Yeah, like Mason Plus. When celebrities do their press tours, they are more likely to get more hits, more integration when they go on something like Chicken Shop Date or Hot Ones or Therapist.
I would. By the way, before we get to, I know we're coming up to
Fast Track,
but I was listening to a podcast driving in here today. It's worth listening to.
What is it?
The latest Pablo Torre finds out is James Dolan and how he uses facial recognition to
find the
basically
people
find
who
his
dislike
enemies,
him.
find people that are
Let's
critical
talk
of him,
about that after
and he
Fast
throws them out.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Fast
We'll
Track.
do a segment on that coming up. That's a fascinating story. Fast Track is next. In the meantime, it's the playoffs. You know, Lakers start tomorrow night against the Rockets. We know that the Kings start Sunday against the Avalanche, and there is no better place to catch all the action than Cosm. I don't need a script to talk about this. So, look, the playoffs, best time of year, and here you've got an opportunity to watch a game in surround reality. They call it shared reality. And when you are watching a game at Cosm, you feel like you're at the game. You'll feel like you're on the glass. You'll feel like you're on the wood. The games are unbelievable. I've seen the Dodgers there. I've seen USC there. I've seen the Lakers. It is spectacular. It makes every game even more amazing. So if TV is not enough for you and you want to experience the games like nowhere else, Cosm is the place to do it. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. Complete schedule of all the upcoming games, and to get your tickets, Cosm.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Can you drive a stick?
Can you drive a stick?
No.
Not very well.
No.
There you go. Okay. Not very well.
D? No.
I've done it. I No have chance. driven You're one. gonna need us. Nope. You're gonna need us.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Why are we gonna need you? You can't drive stick. You're gonna need us.
Why didn't you ask
When your
me?
electric cars break down, you're gonna need us.
You said you can't do it, right?
I've tried. I haven't done it successfully, but I can drive a stick.
Stalled out in the middle
You think
of the
you're going to get like divine intervention the next time you get behind the wheel?
I did break Brion's car.
It's all about the weight distribution between the clutch and the gas.
Oh my God! Don't ever let him near one of your cars.
I can smell the clutch burning
I was
already.
just going to weight distribution.
Wait,
Yeah, you got
You want to hear? I hear the.
Travis,
Guess
why
what?
would you
I
let
got
him
an
behind the
electric car.
wheel?
I don't care.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. With Seller's Advantage, skip commissions and costly repairs. Get a fair, competitive cash offer without worrying about the details falling through. Chris Chavez, a real customer, says, quote, Seller's Advantage offered me more than I expected. The process was fast, easy, and much better than using a realtor. End quote. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Providence Realty DRE number 019152112.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com. That's ESPNLAcontests.com. And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
Alright, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4 speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland. Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, man.
Earlier today at Lakers practice, Dan Wojcicki asked JJ Redick if his sons had Lakers opinions. And he said not his sons necessarily, but his 5-year-old niece has an opinion on the Lakers. Chelsea, which is his niece, says, why do you say that in the press conference? Then the kids, why don't you call the timeout there? That doesn't make any sense. So his 5-year-old niece has a lot of opinions. Who is your harshest critic that isn't, your boss?
Not sports critic, but just critic.
Your biggest critic. Could be a fun way, like, how his niece is his biggest critic, giving him that.
Who is my biggest critic?
My biggest critic is, honestly, it's Chris Morales.
Oh, is it? He gives you a hard time?
I was gonna say
Nobody gives me the crap like Chris
outside
Morales.
Of work. Outside
of work? It's Juan. Juan is very. So. First of all, let me just say I'm hyper self-critical. So how many times do I walk out of here and say, God, I just don't think that was a very good show. I wish it was better. All that stuff. So I'm my own worst critic. Juan is my second worst critic.
I was just going to answer that. The person that is the most critical of me is me. I never. So if I get a bunch of compliments, I try and never get too high. And if I get a bunch of insults, I try never to get too low. And, of course, if I'm ever really feeling like cocky or too big for my boots, I just go to the YouTube chat where they tell me everything that's wrong with me.
Yeah.
So, I can stay humble pretty easy because, fans, for the most part, particularly keyboard warriors, people that can come at you and they don't have to show their face, are hypercritical.
Yeah, I'm always amazed that, and the very first Mason Plus podcast had Joe Davis, and Joe was talking about, I asked him, are there any calls you'd like to have back? And he said all of Game 7.
Which I thought he killed.
The game was amazing. Yeah. I was terrible. I'm like, what? Joe, you were amazing, man.
Yeah, that's Joe's like me. If I get done with the game and I'll go like, wow, that was... I wish I could have done this better. I wish I could have done that better. And then somebody will write to me, that was the best called game you've ever had, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, thanks very much, but I know better.
Yeah.
I would say mine are my sister, specifically my youngest sister, is my biggest critic.
I'd like to
Shout
meet
out
her.
Sarah.
Have I met her? Was she the one you brought to the
no,
Mandy's?
That's my older sister. Youngest sister has only gone to L.A. for the Taylor Swift concert.
Okay.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
What'd she do for a living?
She's a teacher.
A teacher,
She was
very
named
nice.
Teacher of the Year.
There you go. What's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah, way to go.
Sarah.
Teacher of the Year. What's that great movie with In and Out? By the way, In and Out.
Oh, In and Out is Kevin Kline, yeah.
But he's not the Teacher of the Year.
That's right.
By the way, trivia. In and Out.
Yep.
First movie I ever streamed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Great. Do you ever see In and Out, Em?
No.
Kevin Kline?
You would like that movie.
You'd like it.
You
It's
should
really
get it.
fun.
By the way, I'm just telling DeAndre that he's not going to be able to pay off his debt today because the rest of his team isn't here with him.
That's right.
We're going to push it to Monday.
Monday, when everybody's
on
here.
420.
Yes, on 420. Who doesn't want to wear a Ride the D crop top on 420?
Excellent.
Way to
nice
go,
and short.
DeAndre.
DeAndre's going to get like 10 girls chasing him after he wears the Ride the D. This is the exact opposite of what we were going for with the bet.
He's spoken for.
Yeah.
He's the one guy that will actually make that thing look good.
All right, what's on tap today on ESPN LA? Well, Lakers playoff basketball tips off tomorrow night at Crypto.com Arena. The Toyota Lakers countdown with Beto Duran starts at 4, tip-off at 5:30. Hear it on your afternoon drive on 710 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the ESPN LA app. Brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for, the official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly. BC.
Fast track. All right, so the news of the day out of MLB, $3.9 billion is apparently what the San Diego Padres have been sold for. Kind of woke up to that news today by a group that co-owner of Chelsea, Jose Feliciano, and his wife. There was some stories going around. A bunch of my friends reacted to this from San Diego, and then once they found out that, they had some ties to L.A. and that they were once both Dodger fans, they didn't really know how to react to this.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take just on, first, just the Padres being sold for that much, and then there should be no relation to their fandom, right?
All right, yeah, but what is this guy's name, literally, that's buying the Padres, is Jose Feliciano.
It's the guy that's saying, come on, baby, light my fire, right?
So that's the bit now. We'll be able to do a whole bunch of Jose Feliciano bits. When he has, I'm guessing, no relation at all to the singer.
No.
Who, oh, by the way, was blind or is blind.
Is blind.
Jose Feliciano still alive?
I'm not sure if he's with us anymore.
I'll check it.
Yeah,
his biggest hit was probably Feliz Navidad, right?
That's true. Here's what I think, Bri. They're going to have some money down there. If they choose to spend
with us,
it.
by the way.
He is still with us.
80 years old.
His net worth is almost $5 billion, Jose Feliciano. And, can the Padres spend with the Dodgers? Are we going to compete with the Padres for every single talent that comes down the pipeline?
But don't they already kind of spend with the Dodgers? Didn't they spend more money than almost anybody last year? They just spent it on the wrong guys. I mean, we went after Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Shohei. They went after the guy in Boston.
Xander Bogaerts.
Yeah,
Xander Bogaerts,
Xander Bogaerts, Juan Soto, and they had one more other big money signing.
Padres have the 7th highest payroll in the league. It is about half of ours.
They just keep throwing their money at the wrong guys. And they paid Tatis for like 15 years. And, so the Dodgers have, everybody says the Dodgers only win because they spend money, but they also spend it on the right guys.
Well, you think about it, the Padres have been kind of broke since the passing of Peter Seidler, that's right. And there was a family thing and nobody. So they've actually paired off some of their talent. I think probably if this guy's aggressive, we're going to see the Padres most years behind the Dodgers. Second place, right, Ben?
Right.
Like, I think the Padres, where are we out? I mean, Dodgers are 14-4. Do you know the Padres record off the top of your head, Ben?
Last I checked, I think they were in
I think they're 11-8.
11-8.
That
Yeah,
sounds right.
Yeah.
That's about right. That's about right. They got a shot to make the playoffs, maybe some more money, and they're able to keep some of their talent, sign some new talent. But
Padres are 13-6.
Okay. Better than we thought. So something's going right down there. So, yeah, I think they're going to finish second in the West and probably will be a fixture in second place in the National League West for many years to come. All right, there you have it. There's some fast track. In the meantime, John, this story about – now, we all know James Dolan is crazy, the owner of the New York Knicks.
But he's also hugely successful. I think he's worth almost $15 billion.
And he owns the Sphere, right?
Yeah,
and he owns Sphere.
And Sphere by itself is a $4 billion company.
Losing money, apparently.
Not yet, but, I mean, they will. Other way around. They're not making money yet, but
you think they will.
Their valuation is $4 billion.
Yeah.
They charge whatever they want for tickets, and people pay it.
They do. Now, James Dolan is neurotic and paranoid and has access to facial recognition and security cameras and all this stuff, and apparently he uses it all the time. You listen to the podcast. I read the article. You listen to the podcast, John. What am I missing?
That he will go to no lengths to... It reminded me of when Tom Hayden, Robert Duvall says to Michael Corleone, Michael, do you have to kill everybody? And he says, I don't want to kill everybody, Tom. I just want to kill my enemies.
Mm-hmm.
If James Dolan thinks you are not with him, and you've worked with people like this all your life, so have I. There are a lot of people in the world that see the world as black and white.
Right.
The truth is the world is gray.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of people are like, you're with me or against me?
Yeah. Everybody knows somebody like this. That is James Dolan.
Yep.
If you're with him and you're supportive, then he'll be nice to you and let you do whatever you want.
But if you chant Dolan sucks, they're going to find
sell
you.
The team. They were using this podcast. You guys should all listen to it. They were like finding people. He told one story that he got the names of every lawyer that worked at a firm that was suing him. And it was over 1,500 lawyers, but he got them all their names and he put them into a database. And he owns Radio City Music Hall.
Right.
So one of the attorneys was bringing her 9-year-old to see the Rockettes.
And she was banned?
Banned. She showed up. They said, your tickets are no good. You criticized Mr. Dolan. You're not welcome here. And so Dolan, in the podcast, Dolan was on some show with somebody, Gayle King or somebody, and she said, don't you feel that's a little vindictive or do you plan to back off? Moving forward, he goes, not 1 inch. He will not back off 1 inch. You're either with him or against him.
It reminds me of that quote, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's basically what's going on.
He's like an evil character from like a cartoon. Like the Powerpuff Girls should be fighting against James Dolan. Like that feels like the vibe he's giving off here. It's like, oh no, you shan't criticize me even one bit.
He's the Scooby-Doo villain.
Yes, exactly.
He's the Scooby-Doo
he lifts
villain.
up his mask, and oh my gosh, it's old man Jenkins. It's old man James Dolan.
It's exactly right. Yeah, he has always been that way. Who was the player he had a gigantic rivalry with? Was
Charles Oakley, and that's a big part of this podcast. And they interview Oakley.
Okay, that's what I'm
listening.
listening.
What'd you do? And Oakley said nothing.
That's what I'm going to listen to on my way home.
Yeah, you're going to find out with Pablo.
I'm going to find out. No, I have stereo, so I'm going to have DeMarco and Travis in one speaker and Pablo in the other so that I'm being a team guy.
Right brain, left brain.
Exactly. Coming up next for you, more Fast Track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Yeah, Michelle, I've taken a lot of heat around here for not knowing who Yoshi the dinosaur is. And then does this have something to do with Mario Brothers or does it not?
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Because I only knew Mario from the video game Donkey Kong from 1982.
But Michelle, you know who Mario and Luigi were.
Of course. I mean, I'm Italian. Of course I know.
Right, I was just going to say.
It's over here.
Me. It's
right
about
over here. It's right over
Those are
here.
our guys, please.
Yeah, I mean, two Italian plumbers. You're Italian. Exactly.
I know.
Wait, those guys are plumbers?
They're plumbers.
I didn't know they were plumbers.
Happy's face when you said
I didn't know they
two
were plumbers.
Italian plumbers.
I didn't know those guys were plumbers. Really? I thought those guys just climbed ladders to get the Donkey Kong. I didn't know that.
I'm looking at them now. Excellent mustaches.
Oh,
for
very
Mario
good.
and Luigi.
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
And they're great athletes, these guys. You
Two
should see
lovely
these guys.
mustachioed gentlemen. So.
Yeah.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
It's almost Earth Day, and that's when I like to grow things like pansies. And money in my pocket at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Rewards members get a free Earth Day reusable utensil set the 22nd while supplies last.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Polaris Razor Pro R Ultimate April 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Pool season is on. The Oasis Pool and Lazy River are open. Party in the cabana.
Morongo, good times.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Los Angeles is offering up to 25% off windows and doors and 0% financing for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends April 30th, 2026.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by SCHEV.
Fast Track. And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Vroom, vroom, man.
Came across this tweet and I thought it'd be a good discussion topic for you all. So it's from Cinema Scene. And it's you only can pick 3 of these movies, and they are all Leonardo DiCaprio-led movies.
So you can keep 3, and the other movies go away.
Yeah,
they cease to
never
exist.
existed.
Okay,
so
I love these.
My 3 that I'm going to pick.
Well, first of all, read the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Read the 16 real fast.
We got The Boy's Life, Inception, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Django Unchained. Again, this is an amazing filmography.
Amazing.
Titanic, Gatsby, Catch Me If You Can, The Wolf of Wall Street, The Departed, The Revenant, Blood Diamond, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Revolutionary Road, Killers of the Flower Moon, Shutter Island, and One Battle After Another. Here are my 3. And the rest never existed. Wolf of Wall Street, The Departed, and I know that you guys are going to catch heat for this. For me, I love this movie. I will defend this movie. I have this movie on 4K. Killers of the Flower Moon.
Okay,
I know you love that movie.
I only have one of yours. So.
We all have one that's the same.
So
we all have. I'm going to predict we all have Wolf of Wall Street.
I do not.
Oh!
All right, here's what I did. Here's the 2 that didn't make it. I thought there were 5 I really wanted to keep.
Yeah.
The 2 I ended up cutting at the very end. Highly underrated movie, number 5, Catch Me If You Can.
It's a great movie.
It's a great
really
movie.
Fun.
Did not make my top 3. Number 4 is Wolf of Wall Street for me. That was the toughest cut. So here are my 3. Number 3, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Love
Great
that one.
movie.
Great one.
Number 2, and I'm surprised this isn't on your list, Titanic. It's his most famous epic performance of all time. And number 1 for me is The Departed. Mace, so in order, Departed, Titanic, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Mace, what are your 3?
He's made many great movies. The one that I think is better than all of them, the most entertaining, the most watchable, the most rewatchable, The Wolf of Wall Street.
It is very rewatchable.
It
is
so
long,
good.
but moves so quickly.
Yeah,
And maybe I met the real Jordan Belfort once.
Didn't we have him on the show?
Maybe we did, and he was kind of a doofus.
Yeah.
And so that taints that one for me.
Also on the list for me is One Battle After Another, which I think It's a different
Is
Leo.
that recency bias here? You know,
No. I think
they don't exist.
I think years from now we will look back and say that was one of his best performances.
And then your other one has to be Departed.
No, the other one is Shutter Island, which is my favorite stoner movie
You
of all
did
time.
not put Departed in your top
I did
3.
not.
Wow,
I
Shutter
did not.
Island wouldn't
what'd
even
you pick?
approach
Love Shutter Island.
I also put Shutter Island. Love that movie. One of my favorites.
It's a stoner movie.
It's a good movie.
for me.
No, it's a stoner movie.
And I also Inception. I think is one of the best movies.
You know what? I
movie.
love Inception. The thing is, it's not like a big Leo. It's a big cast, so it's not like all Leo.
And my last one of my favorite movies of all time, Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You
love
Can.
that movie.
Yeah, by the way, Inception would be one of my top 3 Christopher Nolan movies, but it's not one of my 3 Leo movies. Yeah, Shutter Island. Every time I put on Shutter Island, and I can tell you it's probably once every couple months, a couple of gummies, and honestly,
you forget the big twist.
I forget the twist entirely, and I'm surprised by it every single time.
Man.
I've been surprised by
another
that movie.
another really good Leo performance. Just he's got so many you couldn't pick them all. Is Blood Diamond. That's a really good movie.
I would say I think we all agree that The Revenant is not in our top 10 probably.
No,
but it
and
did get
that's
in
the
the
one he
Oscar.
won for, yeah.
Well, that's the old Al Pacino thing. Al Pacino didn't win an Oscar until. I'll take a flamethrower to this place.
Okay,
but
one more
he
thing.
had 10 more movies better than that.
One more thing about Shutter Island.
Yes.
So Mason and Brian, did you guys both see Hamnet?
I did.
Okay, so you've seen Hamnet. So there is a song at the end of Hamnet that's very emotional. Like the music cue is like the orchestration.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same music that is used in Shutter Island.
Really?
At the very end. It's called On the Nature of Daylight by the composer of Hamnet and Shutter Island. It's also used in Arrival. It's also used in The Last of Us.
Okay.
So once you hear
So
it,
it's a regular.
It's a skeleton key to make you cry.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Well, Hamnet. I mean, that's the most depressing movie ever made.
But then the music takes it over the top to make you cry.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, let's back off a little bit. It's Max Richter is the artist.
There you have it. All right, listen to DeMarco and Travis all week long. Your chance to win tickets to the May 22nd Angels-Rangers game at Angels Stadium. When you hear the cue, be ready to call in and score your tickets. The excitement of Angels baseball lives on ESPN LA, and Pechanga Resort Casino is taking you to the game. BC, what do you got?
Fast Track.
I saw this early this week. I think John sent this week too, and I could not wrap my mind around this. Tiger Woods apparently has some new items that were auctioned off. 2 childhood trophies. So we're talking like when he was a kid. These are, Little League trophies, as you should say. They did have his name on them. They did have Tiger Woods' name on them. That's why they sold $50,000. I can't decide if this is a slippery slope of are we just going to be auctioning off, some kid items from all these stars, or is this one time because it's Tiger Woods?
This is a disconnect for me. In memorabilia, I don't get it. I don't get why some people will pay $100,000 for the goggles that Kareem wore in the '88 finals. And the only reason you would do something like that, Mace, is if you think it's like a piece of art that you can resell for more money. But most of the collectors I talk to aren't interested in reselling.
No, see, to me, it's 2 things. It's either you're looking to make money on it by selling it down the line, or you're just very sentimental about it. I mean, to have the goggles that Kareem is actually pretty cool. I don't have a lot of memorabilia around my house. I got some bobbleheads. I got a Sandy Koufax signed baseball. But that's really about it. Do you have a bunch of memorabilia, Brian?
No, not too much. It's nothing that I've really taken. I don't know. I don't see the value in it, as John said. Like, I don't understand that. But then to this point, too, just him as a kid, I don't understand why anybody would want this.
Yeah. If you, just off the top of your head, if you guys could have any piece of memorabilia ever, what would you take?
Okay. Here's mine. Rosebud.
The sled.
You just gave the entire movie away.
It came out in 1939.
You just gave I know, but I was going to tell people to watch the movie to find out what Rosebud.
There has to be a statute of limitations on something that came out in 1939.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Rosebud would be my choice.
For me, I might take the actual Maltese Falcon.
The Maltese Falcon's a really cool one, yeah. Yeah, the actual Falcon.
Brian, are you taking something from Back to the Future?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if we're talking like sports or something, the only thing that comes to mind.
Anything.
Well, the smartest thing we could take would be the actual 10 Commandments. We could sell them for $1 billion.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, right.
To have the microphone from Vince Scully. I feel like that would be something that would be,
see that
practical too.
All right, and you can have any piece of memorabilia from anything. What are you get one shot at this. What are you taking?
I want the envelope that was the mistaken envelope at the Oscars.
Oh, that's a funny one.
The La La Land Nixon.
The one that says Moonlight?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Warren, what did you do?
Yeah. By the way, so apparently Emma Sheehan is making a snowman in Denver. Is that correct?
Yeah.
The Dodgers are in Colorado.
They haven't called it yet.
Yeah.
I keep getting videos from people showing me snow in Denver, but they haven't canceled the game yet.
Tyler Glasnow, I think, is pitching tonight. They, by the way, have they play 13 consecutive games. So this is a big stretch. They got 4 in Colorado.
The dog days of the season.
Yes, it is Glasnow.
Yeah, it is Glasnow. Wraparound series, they'll be in Colorado Monday. Then they go to San Francisco. But again, 13 consecutive days, they've got games now.
I want to see it. I want to see a snow game.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting.
I don't remember ever seeing a snow baseball game. Do you, John?
You might see one tonight.
Is there snow in Idaho today?
Yes. Talked to Lisa this morning. She said it was snowing this morning. So, but she said by the end of the day, it gets up to the 50s. So maybe that's what they're counting on in Colorado. They said the temps are going to go up.
I'll tell you what, coming up next, John, why don't we do this? Well, I've been waiting for this. Our official picks for who will play in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals, who will play in the finals, and who will win this year's NBA title. Let's do that coming up next as the playoffs start tomorrow. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold playoff energy. The playoffs are here, and it starts with Game 1. All eyes on LeBron James, ready to carry the load on the biggest stage.
Fall away 17-footer good again. LeBron has dialed back the clock.
Standing in the way, Kevin Durant and the Rockets, hungry to steal Game 1. Pregame starts tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The Lakers' postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new Chili Crisp dumplings paired with a premium beverage drink like our new Strawberry Watermelon Lemonade Energy Refresher, both for just $5 only at Waba Grill.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I am grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, the Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Min. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out the Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now, but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates of third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason, Ireland, you guys are clowns.
Screw you, Josh.
Damn.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland are clowns. That's going to be a drop for a long time.
Why not?
Back to the guys.
All right, what's going on, guys? It is, you know what I forgot to do today? This is a terrible
It's already
oversight.
2:30. Where did this day go?
Terrible oversight on my
30
part.
minutes with Sam Patesh. That's where it went.
Look at that is true. Boy, Sam got a lot of words in, didn't he? He can give Momo a run for
Somebody tweeted yesterday if there was
Momo and Sam did a show.
If there was a word per minute, 3-horse race, John Ireland, Ramona Shelburne, Sam Batesh, who wins?
Sam.
You think Sam's
Oh
got
my
me?
God, Sam was on a tear today. He was on a tear. You know what? He finished talking to us. He's back there talking to somebody else right now, still jabbering away. Yeah, you know what I forgot, Brian? The thing that I
know.
It is so, I'm so bummed that I forgot this.
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
Wow.
Oh, love that. So, John, it's playoff time, and the Lakers, obviously, game one tomorrow night at Crypto.com Arena against the Rockets. I thought we should probably register our official picks for Eastern Western Conference.
Okay.
Oh, God, look at you. I see that smile on your face.
No, I'm writing down my Eastern Conference picks. Let's start with the East.
Okay.
All right, now here's a team I don't think most of you, matter of fact, I think I might be the only one that's going to pick them.
Okay.
I think the Detroit Pistons make the Eastern Conference Finals. And when they get there, they're going to meet the Boston Celtics.
So that's just 1 versus 2. One versus the two.
I think most people are out on Detroit. They're all picking the Knicks. They're all picking the Cavs. Are you picking Detroit?
I'm in on. First of all, the Pistons wouldn't face the Celtics until the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
So I am Pistons, and I think the Knicks are going to knock out the Celtics.
Okay, Brian.
Celtics.
You think Celtics are coming out of the East?
Celtics coming out of the
All
East.
right, Emily.
I'm just trying to keep track of this because you have to do it really quickly, but I'm going to do my Eastern Conference Finals is going to be the Cavs and the Celtics.
Nice. You think
and
the Cavs?
Think the Celtics come out.
All right. Oh, so we're all picking the Celtics to come out.
Yeah, we're all picking the Celtics to come out
going to the finals.
Yeah,
all right.
Damn it.
The West is really, really hard because the question is Wemby ready to take center stage in his very first year in the playoffs? It almost never happens. Even the Warriors lost the year before they started their dynasty with Steph and Clay and Draymond. They lost to the Clippers.
Although you only have to look back as far as last year to find a team with no playoff experience.
Not true. The Oklahoma City had finished number 1 the year before, and they got knocked out.
You're right. Yeah.
And Oklahoma City is a machine.
Yeah, they are spectacular. So who are you taking? Obviously, I've got San Antonio and Oklahoma City in the
but who are you taking
Finals.
to make it to the finals?
San Antonio.
I think you can flip a coin between those two teams. It is that close. So, with that in mind, give me the Lakers.
Oh.
Lakers Celtics traditional finals.
Lakers Celtics. That would be a good one. Now, I'd like to see Boston knocked out.
Shock the world, Lakers. Let's go.
I think the Knicks can beat Boston. I think the Knicks can beat Boston.
I'd love that.
They did during the season.
Yeah, they did during the season. I love Jalen Brunson. He's one of the clutchiest guys in the league.
And Knicks over Pistons?
And Knicks over Pistons. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Knicks Spurs with the Spurs to win everything.
Okay. I'm going Lakers Celtics. Lakers win it all.
Okay. PC, are you doing the
What are you
same
laughing
game?
at? disrespectful.
No, I think OKC will beat the Spurs, and I think OKC will be repeat champion.
You're leaving me on the boat by myself.
Wow, I'm sorry, you're alone.
You just jumped overboard. Right. You took that little girl. You said, she's all I've got. You stole the last life jacket, and you jumped over the boat.
Ireland's the last. He's just on a little dinghy out there by himself.
Unity.
What's
me
your,
and Michael Thompson floating on a raft.
What's your finals there?
My Western Conference Finals, I want to see Thunder and the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets take out the Spurs. And then I think the Thunder repeat as champs. They get to the finals, and they beat the Celtics.
Okay, there you have it. John, your expectation for this series starting tomorrow?
Extend. If you're the Lakers, you just want to win 2 of the first 4 games, because then that gives you a puncher's chance to get Luka or Austin back in the end. Now, when I say that, I have no knowledge, no expectation, and no inside info that either Luka or Austin are even close. The Lakers' official position is they are out indefinitely, and I've heard nothing from trainers, doctors, witch doctors, stem cell experts, nothing that Luka or Austin is expected to play in this series. But I just figure common sense. If we stretch this series out, there's Mace.
Yeah.
There's 2 days off between games 1 and 2, and 3 days off between games 2 and game 3.
By the way, a lot of people are saying, they cooked that for LeBron. This is exactly the same schedule as last year.
Right.
It's not a different schedule.
That's what I'm hoping. Find a way to take 2 of the first 4, extend the series, and see if you can steal it.
There was a, I for some reason I can't open Twitter right now. Do you have my password?
I couldn't open Twitter either on my
Do you know my
desktop.
password? It's my phone number and my birthday together.
Smart.
I just told everybody. Dave McMenamin had a tweet about this that I'm trying to find on this exact subject.
On the fact that the Lakers want to extend?
Yeah. It's on the status of Luka and Austin, and it's in a little bit clearer. I'll get it for you coming up. In the meantime, John, wide receiver Zay Flowers has come out and said that the reason why he has had health problems, injuries with the Baltimore Ravens was John Harbaugh working them too hard. Flowers says it was full pads all the time, however many practices in pads you can get, every single one. We're doing one-on-ones in week 17. Week 17, we're doing one-on-ones. Everybody out there, we're tired. We're still going. Asked how the players manage that workload, Flowers replied, we don't. Is it possible that Harbaugh, this is like that old story, do you want my, I've got 1,000 plays in me. Do you want them in practice or do you want them in games? Is he working them too hard if they're still in pads in week 17?
Michael Thompson believes the 89 NBA Finals were lost when Pat Riley made them do 2-a-days, and both Byron Scott and Magic Johnson pulled hamstrings, and that was the end of it. Pistons swept them in 4. So this is not a new theory.
Right.
I do think you can overdo it. I really like Mike Brown. He's a super nice guy, the coach of the Knicks who coached the Lakers for a while.
Yep.
Mike practices too hard, and he will never apologize for it. And some of the veterans would go to him and say, hey, 4-hour practices in the middle of the season aren't the best use of our time. And Mike says, I'm not getting outworked. It's the only way I know how to do this. I'm going to. And that's why Mike, by the way, continues to get hired. He was hired twice in Cleveland. He was hired by the Lakers. He was hired by the Sacramento Kings. Now he's in New York. Because in an interview, he comes in and the owner and the GM are saying, all right, well, what would you do if you became our coach? And Mike says, I would practice every single day for 3.5 hours.
Right.
And leave no stone unturned. And the bosses all go, ooh, this guy's attention to detail. He's really good. It's not always the smartest thing.
Right.
Steve Kerr said he found that out when he became a coach and the Warriors had an older team. And he said, I realized that grinding them every day in practice would just make them worse in the game.
Right. Especially as the season goes in week 17, you would think, all right, let's stop grinding, guys.
And he's going to a team like the Giants who, A, play at MetLife Field, which I feel like gives everybody injuries every single year because that MetLife Field is insane. And they had Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo. Cam Scadaboo is a guy that goes 100% all the time. Yes, he rams his head into the walls, gives himself concussions, says they don't exist. But I think it's interesting that having to handle those 2 stars specifically with Harbaugh's coaching style, hopefully he takes a beat from this. Maybe he listens to what Zay had to say, and that changes that for this New York Giants. So I want to see Jackson Darton's got to be played for a long time.
They're really good players. They're really fun to watch, too. All right, so wanted to get to one last thing. And this is a quote from LeBron. And if you want to know the way this Rockets series is going to play out, what to watch for, and what the key is to the series, LeBron James said this yesterday at practice. The Rockets are the best rebounding team in the last 25 years. The message is get your ass in there, box out, and rebound. Don't need to have a message. We're all grown men. Do your job. Best rebounding team in the league. That is the message. Every time the ball goes up, you got to get a body on somebody and box out because they get second and third chances on a pretty regular basis.
And they don't even have their best rebounder, Steven Adams, who's out for the season. So, yeah, that's a big part of it. They're young. They're athletic. They're going to try and run the Lakers off the court. The Lakers have to hold them to one shot. That's the rebounding that you're talking about.
Yep.
And somebody other than LeBron needs to go off.
Yeah.
Rui, Luke Kennard, LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton, one of those guys has to go 20-plus points or they're dead.
I think
they can do it, but it's a big if.
I also think
the Rockets are favored by 4.5.
4.5. Game one is maybe more important than the average game one. Because
especially for the Lakers.
For the Lakers. I mean, this is – and here's the thing. You know what? Nobody expects them to win except for John. Nobody expects them except for BC. The only two people I know –
Mark J. Spears.
Mark J. Spears.
That's right, Mark Spears.
Michael
room for you. Get
Michael
your tuxedo. Grab your violin. Let's go.
There are more people that expect them to win than
some people on the phones. That are
people on the
in.
phone. Some people called in today. They expect, but nobody. This is an opportunity to play loose and free
shock
and
the
go
world.
for it. And as John says, shock the world.
Shock the world, Lakers. Let's go.
All right, there you have it. There's your unbiased take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
None of us, no reporters ever have biases. We always report nothing.
I never have a bias.
Yes,
ever.
the New York Times only reports facts.
Yes.
They never lean left or right.
Yep.
Please.
All right, coming up next is Game of Games. In the meantime, you've probably shopped or donated at a Goodwill Southern California store, but that is just part of the story. Every day, Goodwill is helping people build better futures through job training and career placement and support services for veterans, youth, and anyone working to get back into the workforce. They're not just a store, they're a pathway to opportunity. And now, through their partnership with Verizon Skill Forward, you can access free online college courses to learn new skills, earn credentials, and take the next step in your career, all at your own pace. Whether you're looking to grow, start fresh, or give back to your community, Goodwill is here to make it happen for you. So whether you want to help or get the help you need, Goodwill Southern California is ready for you. For more information, visit powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by Goodwill Southern California and Verizon Skill Forward. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Black and Gold are semifinals bound in the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
LAFC has buried Cruz Azul in the quarterfinal. Then he flips us into the semis.
But first, it's back to MLS play at BMO Stadium as LAFC hosts San Jose in a Western Conference showdown. Can the Black and Gold keep the momentum rolling at BMO? Los Angeles Football Club versus San Jose Earthquakes. Coverage begins Sunday at 3:30 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Time to sell your house? Call Seller's Advantage at 888-450-AS-IS. They will buy your home with a competitive cash offer. No need for repairs. So you can close in days. 888-450-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Real TDRE number 019152112. The LPGA Tour returns to Los Angeles for the JM Eagle LA Championship, presented by Plas Pro, April 16th through the 19th at El Caballero Country Club. Come watch 144 of the world's best female golfers, including LPGA Major Champion Hannah Green and 2025 Champion Ingrid Lindblad. First responders, military, and kids under 17 get in free. It's more than just a golf tournament. Get your tickets today at jmeaglelachampionship.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani.
Call Jacob.
Call Jacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and we welcome to the show the star of Lakers Talk Daily, DeAndre Hawkins. And for some reason, we're hearing the Game of Thrones theme song.
Well, it came out on this day 15 years ago. We got a Game of Thrones. Game of Games today, so let's go.
Wait a minute. DeAndre, did you watch Game of Thrones?
No, I did.
Ireland did. I did. Brian, did you?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so we've got a slight advantage on here, DeAndre.
Watch, DeAndre's going to win.
Yeah, right.
DeAndre
will win.
Here we go. Let's go back to the regular Game of Games music now. Okay. The show Game of Thrones is based off the writing of George R.R. Martin. What is the name of the book that the first season is based off of? The first season. Is it called A Game of Thrones, The Winds of Winter, or A Clash of Kings?
Brian.
Winds of Winter.
Mace.
I'm also going to try Winds of Winter.
I'm also going to try Winds of Winter. DeAndre, you want to be different?
No, I'll be with the crowd.
Well, it's called A Game of Thrones. Winds of Winter is the book that has not been released yet that George R.R. Martin is still writing.
All right.
Everybody's still alive for Lucky
Loser.
I'm
Here we go.
Have Mason go last year.
Okay.
What real city did they use to film King's Landing? Was it Valletta, Dubrovnik, or Budapest?
I'll go first. I'll say Dubrovnik. DeAndre.
Budapest.
Brian.
A. Whatever A was.
Valletta.
Yeah.
Mace.
I've been there. It's Dubrovnik.
I knew you had, which is why I had to go last.
All right.
All right, so John and Mace got
Mason and
that.
Ireland are on the board. Brian and D still alive for Lucky Loser.
Which character has a speech in which he says, chaos is a ladder? Chaos is a ladder. Is it Lord Baelish, a.k.a. Littlefinger, Lord Varys, a.k.a. the Spider, or Tyrion Lannister?
Mace.
I am going to say Littlefinger.
I agree. I think it's Littlefinger, DeAndre.
I'm going to go with Littlefinger as well.
All right, Brian?
Littlefinger.
It is Littlefinger,
Okay.
who does seem
That
a lot like Chris Morales these days.
Yes, he is a weasel, that Littlefinger.
Chaos is a ladder.
Morales is too, but Littlefinger's even more of a weasel than Morales.
Chaos is a ladder, and they get it out every time Morales walks in.
All right,
the
Ireland
studio.
and Mason have 2, DeAndre and Brian have 1. Here we go.
Which of these is not a house in Game of Thrones? Which of these is not a house in Game of Thrones? And I'm including all Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Malus, Aaron, or Tully? Malus, Aaron, Tully.
DeAndre.
Let's go with Tully.
Brian.
Malus.
Mace.
Malus.
I think it's Malus.
It is. Malus is
We
not
actually
one of them.
we actually know stuff here.
I know, I'm glad.
Could figure
All right,
that out.
Mason and Ireland 3 each. Brian 2, DeAndre 1. Here we go.
What is the symbol of the House Baratheon? What's the symbol of the House Baratheon? Is it a lion, a stag, or a falcon?
Brian.
Lion.
Mace.
Stag.
I think stag is too weird for you to just throw in there. I'm going to go stag. DeAndre.
Yeah, why not stag?
It is a stag.
Yeah. Okay. 4 for Mason and Ireland, 2 for DeAndre, 2 for Brian. Here we go.
Which character says, When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground. Is it Tyrion Lannister, Cersei Lannister, or Tywin Lannister?
Boy, it could be any of them.
Yeah, it could
Mace.
be. I'm going to say Tywin Lannister. The one that took the crossbow.
Yeah, he's the father.
The father, the dad.
Give me Cersei. DeAndre.
What was the second one?
Cersei.
Cersei? Yeah, I'll go with John on that one, yeah.
Brian.
Tyrion Lannister.
It is Cersei Lannister.
Boom, DeAndre.
There we go.
Stick
By the
with
way,
me.
When I was in Dubrovnik, we walked right down the Walk of Shame. It's so good.
I've always wanted to visit Dubrovnik. It looks lovely.
All right, so how many are left, Dan?
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left.
All right, Ireland 5, Mason 4, DeAndre 3, and
Oh,
Brian 2.
DeAndre. There
we
You're
go.
losing to a
Come
guy
on, Brian.
BC who had never
saw
seen
the
it.
show.
Step it up,
You'd like
Colin.
it, DeAndre, if you got into it. Okay, so which character has the most screen time over the course of the entire series? Remember, they get their separate episodes, etc. So,
Right.
is it Jon Snow, Daenerys Targaryen, or Tyrion Lannister? Who has the most screen time across all the seasons?
Boy, it could be any of them. And all three of those are in every season.
Who was the middle one? Tyrion?
Give me Daenerys. Give me the mother of dragons. DeAndre.
Targaryen, yeah.
Wait, which one?
That's the second
Daenerys.
one.
There's
Yeah,
only
Daenerys,
one
I'm sorry.
Targaryen there.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
spoilers.
All right, so, Brian.
Show me Jon Snow.
Mace.
She had all that time with those dragon eggs. I'm going to say it's Daenerys.
It is Tyrion Lannister.
Oh,
he has
did
the
nobody
most
get
time,
it?
and Peter Dinklage. No one got it.
He is great. He's fantastic in
he's
the show.
good
I
in it.
love.
All right, how many left?
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
Oh, plenty left. Okay, here we go.
Game of Thrones had the most expensive pilot in TV history. True or false?
DeAndre.
True.
Brian.
False.
Mace.
True.
I think it is true.
It is false.
False?
It's actually this
Is it
pilot
lost?
called Vinyl, which Scorsese was involved with. HBO did it. It was $30 million for one
Oh, my
episode.
God.
And didn't go very far.
I don't even think I made it through the
So
first
no
episode.
one got that?
Brian.
Brian got it. Right.
yeah.
So Brian's got 3, DeAndre's got 3, Mace 4, John 5.
You've
4 to
tied the
go.
guy that never saw the show. Good for you, BC.
Here we go.
Daenerys had 3 dragons in the show. Which of these were not one of her dragons?
Okay.
Drogon, Craxes, or Rhaegal?
Mace.
Craxes.
Craxes is what I'm going with also. DeAndre.
Yeah, I'm going to go with them.
Brian.
Craxes.
It is Craxes. Craxes is actually in House of Dragon, and that's the dragon of Daemon Targaryen, who, anyway. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, 3 left now?
3 left.
Okay, I'll go first, and then Mace, you got to go second.
Okay.
It's John 6, Mace 5, DeAndre and Brian 4 each. Here we go.
In 2018, what was the most popular baby name inspired by Game of Thrones? So we're not just going to throw out, a regular name, but it's
Right.
inspired by it.
Yep.
Arya, Brienne, or Khaleesi?
I'm going in honor of George Sedano. I'm going to go Arya. Mace.
I'm going Ari also.
DeAndre.
Khaleesi.
Brian.
Arya.
It is Arya.
Okay.
It's by a lot, too. So it's by 5 times as much as the
Yeah,
other
I
ones.
actually love that name.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
cute.
any
So
Khaleesi's.
George and Kelly's kids have great names. It's Arya and Mateo.
Oh, yeah,
Great
I like
name.
those.
Yeah, those are great
And adorable
names.
kids. All right, 2 more.
Okay. Ireland 7, Mason 6. Oh, DeAndre.
I'm out.
Sorry,
You're
DeAndre.
out.
Wow, man.
You
You
have
know-
4.
You know what your prize is? Go watch Game of Dragons. Or House of the Dragon.
All right.
Exactly.
BC,
Game
you
of
need to
Thrones.
go opposite of me. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I honestly thought you were going to say this line earlier in the show, and I would have had to erase it. But which character says, "Any man who must say, 'I am the king,' is no true king"? Who said that? Ned Stark, Jon Snow, or Cersei Lannister?
This is hard. I'm going to say Jon Snow. Mace.
I'm going to say Ned Stark.
Brian.
What was the third option?
Cersei.
Cersei.
That's your pick? It's your pick?
Yes.
It is Jon Snow!
All right,
Does that
how many
clinch it?
are left?
1 left.
I got him.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think
let's
that's it.
Let's play it out.
Okay.
But I got the double.
Oh, wow. Got the double.
I am coming for heads on this month after
you really are.
came from behind to destroy me.
I had such a great March, and it is such a terrible.
You're the Lakers.
You're
You were 15-2 in March.
True, exactly.
And then all your guys got hurt.
Okay, here we go.
Careful now. I'm down 50 points, and you don't want me to be the Lakers.
No, I have to be down 100.
For me.
I need you to be down 100 by the final week.
Okay.
Last question, and then I have a tiebreaker.
Okay.
What family pays all their debts?
Oh, that's easy.
Well, answer it.
What family pays all their debts?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Lannisters.
The Lannisters
Yes,
always
the
pay their
Lannisters
debts.
pay all their debts. Yeah. Anyway, that's the answer.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to give you multiple choices, but you guys knew the answer.
But what's the tiebreak?
Oh, the tiebreaker is the series finale was the most viewed episode of Game of Thrones. How many people watched that episode?
Live or forever?
All together. All together.
Boy, I have no idea. Okay.
Well, at least whenever the place I went to gave me the information, I'm sure it goes up every day.
Yeah, that's all right. Brian gets his information there too.
All right, I don't even know what a starting point is. All right,
Okay, let's say it's,
I'm gonna guess 46 million.
I am going to guess 10 million.
Brian?
50 million.
I was going to go 35.
It is 19.3 million.
So I
So
think
Mace
Brian-
got it.
Oh, I got it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You're 9 away, and DeAndre's 11 away. You got it.
When I say, hang on a second. And Game of Games is brought to you by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline. The only number LA trusts after an accident is 800-345-6789. One shining moment for John Ireland.
I will say, John, you've racked up some money right now by winning a bunch of doubles, winning some months. Do you want to put some money on the Lakers?
I'm not allowed to bet on
sorry.
anything NBA.
Yeah. Okay.
But I will do this. I will bet. What odds can I get if I bet on the Kings to win Game 1?
All right, Mace, do you want to find that?
I will find that.
Or you can just make up a number. Will you give me 10-1?
No. It's a hockey game.
Yeah, but it's Colorado's the 1 seed
know,
and the Kings are the 8. Well, what do you 5-1, 3-1, what?
No, we would call that. I'll give you 2-1.
Okay, then I'm not betting.
Yeah, no, that's not a long shot. On the betting odds, it's like 55% to 45% on Game 1.
Let's see. I will. Okay. I'll make a bet next week for the draft, but I got to figure out the odds because I have a feeling I know who the Rams are going to take. So we'll figure out what the odds are. Okay, I'll make a bet next week.
Okay, good. If I say most memorable moment of Game of Thrones, what do you say?
Red Wedding.
Red Wedding. BC, what about you?
Joffrey's death.
Joffrey's death
yeah.
is awesome.
So
I
good.
hate Joffrey
Yeah,
so much.
good.
M?
The Pedro Pascal's death.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one, too.
And by the way, it doesn't ruin your viewing watching if you know all the stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody dies, DeAndre.
For me, it's walk of shame, walk of shame, walk of shame.
But that's just her naked body through the streets.
It's a great
not that
moment.
exciting.
It's a memorable moment.
Nobody picked Arya taking out the Night King.
I'm still a little pissed off about that. I'll be honest.
I liked it.
Now, wait a minute. For years, winter was coming. Winter was coming for 5 or 6 years. Then it got here, and she iced the guy in one episode.
And we couldn't even see it. The episode was so dark.
The war episode, the White Walkers were done in one episode after years of waiting for it. By the way, I knew there was going to be a red wedding. I didn't see it coming. I still knew it was going to happen.
Exact same thing. People had told, because remember, I watched it after you and Trudell watched it. And you guys were talking about this red wedding, and I'm just like minding my own business watching the show, and they
bolt the doors. It's at a wedding reception.
And he goes, I don't feel I've done enough to celebrate your wedding.
Yep.
And they just start killing everybody, and like main characters.
Main characters go. Oh,
yeah. It was incredible.
Yep. All right. Hey, DeAndre.
Yes.
Every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Lakers Talk Daily. How you feeling about the series?
Extend the series. Extend the series. That's
Extend
all.
the series.
Extend the series.
Extend the
That's all we're hoping for.
He's going to come back for like Game 9. Extended to 9, maybe he'll get
Why not?
Yeah. All right. That's it. Coming up next for you, I'm out of here. Super Crosstalk. Everybody have a great weekend. 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
The playoffs are here, and it starts with Game 1. All eyes on LeBron James, ready to carry the load on the biggest stage.
Fall away 17-footer good again. LeBron has dialed back the clock.
Standing in the way, Kevin Durant and the Rockets, hungry to steal Game 1. Pre-game starts tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
The Loan Exchange is proud to introduce the Free Closer, a jumbo 30-year fixed loan up to $3 million with no closing costs. You could save around $40,000 in fees like points and appraisals that many lenders charge on a $2 million loan. Today's 30-year Free Closer rate is 5.875% rate and APR. That makes refinancing simple. The only question is whether it lowers your payment without increasing your balance. And if rates drop again, you can do it again and save even more. Today's 30-year Free Closer rate is 5.875% rate and APR. If your mortgage rate is over 6%, it's a total no-brainer. Why pay to close a loan when you can exchange it for free at theloanexchange.com? NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's theloanexchange.com. Theloanexchange.com to exchange higher payments for lower ones.
Los Angeles, if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Secure your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with big-time matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next season's action. Get your Rams season tickets today.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
We do woo.
Okay,
woo.
so
Mason's not here. I think so.
I asked Mace to stay in case we had technical difficulties because, as you know, we never have technical difficulties on remotes at this radio station.
No, never.
It has never happened. But now that I hear you guys loud and clear, Mace, have a good weekend.
All right, see you
See
guys.
you, Mace. Good weekend.
Where are you at today, Trav?
We are at the beautiful El Cab Country Club in Tarzana, California.
I have
for the
played
J
El
and
Cab.
Eagle.
That is a fantastic golf course.
It looks unbelievable. I walked a couple of holes just a few minutes ago. It is a gorgeous day out here. It's warm without being hot, and the women are out here doing their thing, and we're going to do the show right from behind the 18th green. It's fantastic. Golfing? Yes. Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
what else?
is Nelly Korda playing?
I do not believe is she's Nelly in this Korda tournament. playing? We don't know. No. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Well, other than Michelle Wie. Michelle Wie's my favorite female golfer because she's married
God,
to
she had
Johnny
aura.
West.
Right.
She's married to Jerry West's son, and I'm a big fan of the West family. By the way, Trav, did you watch the Jerry West documentary on Prime?
We had Kenya Barris on the show yesterday who directed it.
Right. Have you seen the doc yet?
Not yet.
You guys see it. It's fantastic.
Okay. Can't wait.
It's like you guys will love it. It's just
So let me ask you this,
incredibly
John.
well done.
As somebody obviously who's been around the Lakers as long as you have and have consumed as much Lakers content as you have, was there stuff in there that you had not heard before?
Some, but it doesn't really delve into the breakup of Jerry and the Lakers. It just kind of celebrates what Jerry did for Memphis, what he did for Golden State, what he did for the Clippers. And the reason the doc works is they got everybody. So anybody connected with the Warriors, Steph, Clay, Draymond, Joe Lacob, Steve Kerr, anybody who was in the Warriors dynasty when Jerry was there is in it. Every Laker person is there, from Jeannie to Shaq to Worthy to Byron Scott to Gary Vitti. They're all there.
Wow.
Michael Jordan is a big part of this because he was such a fan of Jerry West. So Jerry's kids, Ryan and Johnny, are in this. His wife Karen's in it. It's just, and they don't sugarcoat it. Jerry was most of the time unhappy, but he kind of at the end of his life, it's a celebration of what he was able to work through and the imprint he left on the league. And I texted Ryan, his son, as soon as it was over, and said, man, you guys knocked this out of the park. This is absolutely incredible because we're getting great feedback. I'm glad everybody likes it. So
it's funny, John, that you mentioned, the fact that he was a complicated individual. He was unhappy at times. He wore his emotions on his sleeve and all those things. I mentioned it briefly yesterday as we were going off. And DeMarco's heard me sorry. And John, I may have told you this. Did you ever play golf with Jerry by chance?
Yep, a couple times.
Okay, so I got invited. Steve Elkington, we said, hey, Trav, you got to show up at the golf course tomorrow at this time. You're going to play with somebody. Just be ready to go. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. So we get there, and our show was still on the air, so I didn't get there.
This is when you were doing Rome?
Yeah. So I didn't get off the air, so I race over to the course, and I joined these guys on like the second hole, and Elkington had not told me who we were going to play with. So as we're going out there, I'm getting a little closer. I'm like, wow, that looks a lot like Jerry West. And sure enough, it was. And I don't know if I've ever been more intimidated in my entire life. I don't get intimidated all that easily around celebrities and athletes and all the things, and I was just absolutely gobsmacked for about an hour.
Yeah. He does that to people, and it is DeMarco, one thing I always used to say, and I think this is true, I'll ask you. Most athletes I know, most professional people, the losses in their life hurt way more than the wins are enjoyable. And I think the reason for that is you guys always expect to win. You're not showing up to lose. So when you lose, it's devastating. And when you win, you're like, okay, it's great, but I expected to win. Do I kind of have that right?
I think that's valid. Every play that I've ever made, just going through my personal Rolodex, you kind of expect it, you celebrate it, it's money, it was this, it was that, but the ones you miss are the ones that you never forget for various reasons. That could have been 10 sacks, that could have been $1 million, that could have been this. It's just, when you miss or have bad days, you don't want to go outside and it sucks. But when you have the opposite, I mean, you're out like a peacock. So I think you're onto something.
Right. And the other thing is, so Michael tells me all the time, the worst is when your kids start playing sports and you were a good athlete. Trav, you played in college. DeMarco, you obviously played pro. When your kids start playing sports and you're trying to show up to support your kids, and there's nothing you can do, so it's even worse than when you lose, is when they lose. Have you guys found that too?
Oh, yeah. The one thing that I try to teach no matter what, I don't care how you do. I mean, I really do. I want you to be the best on the floor, but I really don't care what the result is. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to quit. We're going to give our best. We're going to be, good teammates. We're going to do all that type of stuff. I could care less if you're the best player out there. Sort of.
Right.
But we're going to do it right. So, it's the same thing. But I love it when she gets in those situations where it's tough and, you don't want to be in those. But how you deal with that, I think, that's where you get the real growth.
So to answer your question, John, I think for me, like when I was playing in high school and college, whenever I would come into pitch, my mother would get out of the stands and leave the stadium. She would just leave. Wow. She could not stand to watch me go out there and do it. It never made any sense to me at all. Like, what's going on? And then when my sons and my daughter started to play, but in particular my youngest son, because he was the baseball player in the group, like my daughter played volleyball, my son ran track, but the baseball, and I'm sure this is true with Michael when he watches basketball with his kids, it's you see the trouble coming.
Oh, yeah.
You know what doesn't work. You know where the pitfalls are. And when you see them running towards that cliff and you know what the result's going to be, you just want to run out there and stop them from making the mistake. There's nothing you can do, and it is absolutely agonizing to watch.
We worked on this. What are you doing?
Yeah, and it's just like, hey, you can't. This doesn't work, and they start doing it, and you're like, well, guess what's about to happen? And then they're crushed and devastated when it doesn't work, and you're like, I'm crushed for you, but at the same time, it's like, we kind of talked about this a little bit. It's incredibly gut-wrenching.
That's interesting about your mom. So have either one of you met Julie Thompson, Michael's wife?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So, super, like the whole package, super attractive, nice, funny, smart, just chill. Like, she's great. Michael and Julie, when Clay was in the finals, like 4 or 5 years in a row, could not sit together. They had seats together, but Michael had to get up and go into the food room underneath the arena because Julie couldn't take it. Michael was so frustrated, like his blood would boil. And so Michael finally made an agreement with her. All right, I'm just going to leave. And so it's not uncommon what your mom did, Travis. As a matter of fact, in this doc, you'll hear Jerry was famous for when the Lakers were in the finals and he was the GM, he couldn't watch. He would get in his car and drive around for 2 hours and listen to the game on the radio. And there's one thing when the Lakers and think about this. Jerry's career as a player was built around losing. He made the finals 9 times against the Celtics, lost them all, finally beat the Knicks on that 72 team and got over the hump. But he had so many scars from losing that Ryan, his son, tells a story that when Ryan was 11, he had never been to the Boston Garden. And it had been such a big part of Jerry's life that he said, Dad, I really want to see the Boston Garden. He goes, okay, I'll take you. And he takes Ryan back to the Garden, and they get in the building, and Jerry starts to sweat, and he gets uncomfortable, and he said, Ryan, I'm sorry, I have to leave. I have to get out of here. We can't stay. And they packed up and left. And
that's extraordinary.
The other thing about their family, none of the kids, not Karen, not Jerry, no one owns any green clothing. Nothing. Because the Celtics left such a stain on Jerry's legacy. And by the way, there's you won't believe the people they get that show up in this doc. Like every time you think, well, who else could possibly? And then here comes Kareem, here comes James Worthy, here comes Magic, here comes Genie.
Was there any archival footage of Kobe talking about Jerry West? Or no?
But a large part of the doc deals with the day Kobe died and how hard that was on Jerry. Jerry lost a brother in Korea, and he says in the doc that Kobe dying was the second toughest day of his life.
Wow.
That other than just losing his brother, his older brother in Korea. And they go back to West Virginia where Jerry grew up. And, guys, it's a shack. It's not a house.
Really?
It's a shack. And by the way, people, see him come in, and they still ask for his autograph. And Jerry was one of the great, I MC, as you guys know, I MC a bunch of charity events. Normally they're Laker-related. And one day I'm working a charity event, and we're giving away lunch and a free basketball clinic with Jerry West.
Wow.
And the room starts to get hot. And, I've got it up to about $10,000. And these two sides are going, do I hear 9,500? 9,500. Do I hear 10? 10. Jerry walks up to me and he goes, hey, ask them if they'll both do it for 10. And we can get 20 for the charity. And so I go, Jerry says he'll do 2 clinics and 2 lunches if you'll each give the charity 10. And they each did it. And,
awesome.
And guys, Jerry played that card at least 5 different times with me when I was emceeing.
That's awesome.
I'd MC, and I knew I had that club in my bag, and I would say to Jerry before the thing, I go, you okay doubling up once I get this money going? And he goes, absolutely. And we'd get the money up to 10, 11, 12 grand, and I'd go, okay, I've got it down to 2 people. We're near 12 grand. If I get Jerry to do a clinic for you and a clinic for you where you each give me 12, and it worked every time.
Smart.
And
Smart.
Jerry,
what a move.
And Jerry never, ever asked for anything in return. Nothing.
That's cool.
That's amazing.
He was one of a kind. And so if you are a Laker fan, if you are a basketball fan, I'm jealous you guys got to talk to the director.
He was great.
Then watch this. It's on Prime called The Logo. By the way, another interesting part of this. When David Stern was alive, he would never admit that Jerry West was the logo. And Adam Silver comes into this and goes, come on. David was a lawyer. I know. Of course Jerry is the logo.
Yeah.
And they get Jerry, and then they ask Jerry about it. Jerry goes, I never asked to be the logo. I don't want any. And I think David was afraid to tell him because he would ask for maybe getting money. And Jerry's I don't want money. I don't even want to be the logo. And yet they made him the logo, and he's perfect for it.
John, I got to tell you one quick thing here out at El Cab. I've been watching, like I mentioned to you before. We're right behind the 18th green, and we can look straight up the 18th fairway. And so far, every one of these players that has come down is in the middle of the fairway. I think I'm starting to understand why they're pretty. I was just going to say that where they hit the ball and where you and I hit the ball are very different places because I have not seen a footprint outside of the dead center of this fairway.
It's the difference between you and I are good players. They're pros.
Yes,
that's the difference. All right, boys, have fun.
Indeed.
I'll be listening. Travis and DeMarco live from El Cab. Go Lakers. Have a great weekend, everybody. Yes.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. on the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710.